Gotta get a giant on the other side.
No, you're good. I don't want to knock this one. Yep. Daniel, when they're playing,
yeah, I'll be back here.
Stuck here. I need to see already from
Yeah, you're fine. I'll be back behind the camera anyway, so.
Not doing anything right? All right, you're here, Spear.
Over 100 email
Please welcome to the field the Southern Virginia Marching Knights. The band is under the direction of Heather Dobbins and drum major Erica Jones. The Southern Virginia dance team will join the Marching Knights as they continue their 2019 pregame show with the Journey classic, Any Way You Want It.
Well, the sun is shining, the stands are filling, and the student band is performing on the field, so you know what that means. It's football season, folks. Hi, guys. I'm Dawson Weidrich, and with my good friend James Epps, we're bringing you this edition of NCAA Division III football between the Red Hawks of Montclair State and your Southern Virginia University Knights. It's been such a long time since we've been here at the fields.
Dawson, oh my gosh, I have been so excited. The weeks start counting down. After the season, you rest up a little bit. Players mend from their wounds. Coaches fall back, recover a little bit, and get back to work. I've been anxious for this probably for about 5 or 6 months. There's no time like football season, and we have got a great day for it here, and I think the Knights are ready to play.
Absolutely are. You know, they say that Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. I have to argue that football's second place, pretty close.
I am with you.
And before we get too much further, we just want to say a quick shout out to sending our hopes and prayers to those who are affected by Hurricane Dorian, those of the Bahamas as well as some of the East Coast who have been affected, because we have so many student athletes here at SVU from all over the country and all over the world. And so, if those of you who are watching have been affected by this hurricane, we send your hopes and prayers. And I hope you guys have some recovery here coming soon.
Absolutely. Our prayers are with you. I live in North Carolina. We're in the area where hurricanes hit. But that is an unbelievable devastation, and they need our prayers and any kind of help we can provide over time. but we're definitely with them in spirit.
Absolutely. And while the captains are out meeting in the middle of the field, we kind of want to discuss some things. First, some big news for SVU football this season. The past couple seasons, they've been in the New Jersey Athletic Conference, the NJAC, which is a premier Division III conference that is always tough every single year. But this year, the Knights have transitioned to the ODAC conference, a more local conference. And so, James, I kind of want to hear some of your opinions on this change, and I'm also going to talk about some things Coach Militalo had to say about this change as well.
Well, we're entering a conference that's more of our peer group.
Absolutely.
NJAC's been good for us in terms of when you get a good beating sometimes, and it makes you tougher, it makes you appreciate great competition. But the NJAC schools, the majority of them have students anywhere from 20 to 25, 30,000 students. Programs like Montclair State, who have been around for decades and decades. We were a little bit out of our depth, but we were growing actually and increasing our skill and our ability and our recruiting to where we were competitive. I don't think any team could take us lightly in NJAC last year. And so I'm excited. ODAC is our peer group, southern parts of Virginia, a little bit of North Carolina. You have teams that are been around about the same while. And the biggest thing I'm excited about too is we get to have a natural rivalry right across town. 7 miles away is W&L, Washington Lee. And that should really grow to be a great rivalry and one in which the communities, we're always wanting to get our communities more bought in. I think we'll get the communities buying into our football program and having absolute crowds surrounding the whole fence, the whole area, and loud noise and good games. But yeah, we've got several teams here from the conference that even Shenandoah is not that far, Emory Henry's not that far from us, Guilford College is in the Greensboro area, and we can have people travel better with us, students can travel. It is better for the university in terms of the team travel, cost to reduce. We can invest that money somewhere else. Players' safety is involved. We can leave early Saturday morning usually and get to anywhere for a ball game. So I'm super excited. There are a lot of private institutions with just a few smaller thousands of students. So this is where we belong, and I think we're going to really thrive.
Absolutely, and that's something similar to what Coach Militalo had to say when I talked to him this week about this conference change. He mentioned how all these different schools in the area, I mean, they're all local. There's so many schools in the area that this football team has not had a chance to play. And so these schools don't know us. And so Coach Militalo said it feels like they're finally invited to the party. Yeah. Right? And like you said, there's going to be those natural rivalries. People are going to be able to travel better, and so attendance will be that much better for this football team in away games. Because, I mean, in the NJAC, as great of a conference as it was, those travel games were far away. Hours and hours.
It was brutal.
So no one could travel.
I went to a lot of those in times past, and it's a long, stinking way and no easy way to get there.
Yeah, not as many people are devoted as you are, James.
You know.
And so you had less attendance at away games. But this year, like you mentioned with W&L and Shenandoah, you have so much more possibility of people traveling and being able to impact the game as a spectator and as a fan. And, you know, you mentioned last year how the Knights were in the NJAC conference and we were getting competitive, building and building up. That's kind of what we saw last year with the Knights. They ended up with the season 3-7, but they really should have ended up like 4-4. 5-5 would have been a huge success just because how tough the season was and how tough the conference is. But, you know, this team has been building up. And this being against an NJAC opponent at Montclair State, this is a team that they've played regularly for years. And so, like you kind of mentioned with the NJAC, how you kind of have to hit the wall a little bit. This is a good test for them right now.
Absolutely. We're 0-5 against them.
Most kind and gracious.
Excuse us. We're going to pause for the prayer.
For the opportunity we have to come here today and enjoy this game that we love. We ask that both teams perform to the best of their abilities, and that we can avoid any injuries. Please bless us that we can all enjoy this day. Bless Montclair State on their way home after we beat them, that they'll get there safely. And in your name we pray, amen.
Amen. Well, you might not think prayer and football can mix, but it can. We're grateful for the foundation of the school and what it teaches, and we do pray for safety for every one of the players. If I can make a quick mention before we get started too, Dawson, for any of the fans that are from Montclair State online with us right now, we're excited to have your team here. We've talked to some of your coaches. You've got some fine young people.
And we'll duck out really quick for the national anthem. such an exciting time in Southern Virginia University sports again with this change to ODAC. But you know, there's some things in this team that Coach Matala said have been improved over this offseason. He felt that this team is better than they've ever been his entire tenure here. He's been here for 4 years, and this is the second one as the head coach. And there's, again, so many new recruits, so many guys that came back that have really improved this team.
You know, the old saying is attitude reflects leadership, but there's more than just attitude. The off-season workout program had a much higher participation rate, let's just say, this year. I know the conditioning test after day one, we were 3 times as many players passed this year versus last year. These are all evidences that we have a greater commitment to hard work, to excellence, and the attitude of a Super Bowl player and coach like it's filtering down, it's getting in the system. And we do have a few more seniors this year, a few more juniors. And we still have a lot of freshmen, but we have definitely got a more seasoned group. And not just the experience, again, I think it's in the gut, deep down committed attitude. And I think you'll see it today.
Absolutely, as the Knights will be kicking off to start this game to Montclair St, which means that the Knights will receive the second half kickoff. And we talked about these new players and new freshmen. One player that Coach Matala said to keep an eye out for was new tight end Kyle Lewis, 85. We'll see who the Knights take offensive possession. But we'll start off with the defense for the Knights. They have a to the outside. This is number 2.
Got him.
Great open field tackle there.
Not bad, 31-yard line.
That is Zakir Wilder, junior from La Jolla, New Jersey, 6'1", 190 pounds. And he's a defensive back, but a good return there. That'll bring them out to about the 35-yard line.
Got it. Looking good. Well, here we go. We've always felt last year proved to be our strength was defense. Our line looks strong this year. We've got a good rotation. We've got a couple of new linebackers who I call the twos that we brought in. Of course, we got Lika in the middle. Number 4, keep an eye on him this year.
Pistol, they're going to head off. Craig Merkel's got to the outside. And a penalty on the play, so it might come back. Looks like Michael Holden penalty on the Red Hawks. We'll have to wait the call.
Tackle is made by number 4, Leka Abadaka. Ball's on the 37.
About him, the great impact he's going to have.
There's a flag on the play.
It's nice to call his name and then have his number called immediately from the announcer. Good play. Looks like they're backing him up. That's always good for us.
Holding, offense, number 1, single penalty, first down.
Will be holding, that is Jack Welty, the big tight end, 6'5" tight end for the Red Hawks. We saw him in pregame. He's got some great size and showed off some great hands as well.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on him. And if you saw it on that play, the corner got sealed. Well, that's how it got sealed to some degree. Apparently we had a hole sealed to let him get around that corner.
That tight end will be out for this play. They're going to spread out some receivers here for the Red Hawks, and that quarterback is number 12, our returning starter, Jaquil Birch. Now Birch, he has a lot of great experience. He's a great athlete, but he's a gunslinger. He ended up with about 1,835 yards last season with 18 touchdowns, 13 interceptions as well as a hand up the middle. And that's going to be stopped after about a 4-yard gain. So we're about 2nd and 15 for the Red Hawks.
Tackle is made by number 51, Skylar Cloward.
There you go, Skylar.
Ball's
Again,
on
one of
the
our
25-yard line.
senior defensive ends, like having a coach on the field. He has so much experience. He never misses an assignment. Great job, Skylar. But we're looking in the backfield a little bit today. We're missing 2 of our best, so we'll talk about that a little later. So we got some young fellas in the defensive backfield too that's got to pick it up today.
They line up in a split pistol here. Full back to the right side up to Kiel. He's going to hand off again to Montclair. He's got a little bit of he's stopped after about a 2-yard gain.
That's what we're looking for.
That'll make it 3rd and 13. Now this is the point we talked about before the game, James, that the Knights really needed to clean up on last year. Last year they would have some great defensive stands, give us 3rd and long situations, but then they would kind of loosen up a bit, and then there'd be a big play along the first down.
I started the season with all black hair last year. And you see the gray I've got
All right,
now.
Knights
One of them was this lack of good stopping on the 3rd down. We did pretty well, but we have got to do better, especially on these 3rd and 13s. I'm confident they will. I think we've learned a lot.
Line up in the shotgun. You got split receivers to the left side. It's a pass. They got the edge rush down.
He's got time.
Oh!
Oh!
Two Knights defenders had a chance to pick it off, but instead it'll be a 4th and 13, a great defensive stand to start this game for the Knights.
Heck yeah, that was, oh man, it tipped twice. Joel Bergman got the first tip, went through the Montclair State player's hand, and then number 5, we had number 5, Matt Blake, went to his gut and just dropped it just a little bit. Just almost had it. Hang in there, guys.
Looked like it was number 38, Carson Johnson for the Red Hawks, who wasn't able to handle it after that first initial tip.
We have Caden Knight back to receive.
He's been a reliable return man for the Knights the past couple seasons.
Oh, blocked
by the Knights.
Block, we got it,
The Red Hawks
baby!
on top of it. And so it'll be a turnover on down.
That's what we're talking about!
In Red Hawk territory for the Knights.
Holy cow, what a way to start.
You can't start off any better defensively. You got a great 3rd down stop, nearly intercepting the pass, and then blocking the punt. This Knights team has come to play today.
Man, I'm sorry I missed the number. We're missing a spotter today. But outside edge, right hand, extension. I saw the body laid out. And snapper was a little slow. I mean, this is going to be there for him all day long. We're going to be able to get to him. That was an awesome play. Now, again, the maturation of a team. Here's where we'll see it. Offensively, to recognize the emotional shift of momentum is to put our foot on their throat right here in the beginning and make sure we get 7 points.
As Davis Pinkston in the backfield. Big play action. He's looking to the left.
Nice.
A nice short route to Josh Newman for about a 5-yard gain.
Solid play. If you saw Davis, new to the team, but he's a good-looking quarterback, good-looking athlete. What was nice is the line gave him enough time to really look over. He looked right, middle, and then caught Josh coming across the middle.
All his progressions, absolutely. And you mentioned him being a new quarterback, but these coaches rave about his intelligence and his athletic ability. You look at him, he's a strong player. He's got some great athletic ability to him, and the thing with that play call is it's a brilliant play call, because the Knights last year really depended on the run. So Montclair State was all biting on the run, and for the Knights to do a play action and just simply attack them right at their jugular was a great call.
Yeah, having Akiva in there draws a lot of attention. Now he's out on this play.
Drop back pass, gonna throw it down.
Yeah, they're gonna let the bump and run go. We got our receiver made the move, got bumped a little bit, held him back. But I love going for the touchdown on that play.
Pass was intended for Kevin Adams, number 20, who's a part of the Batman and Robin duo, as Coach Militao likes to call it, with Kevin Adams and Josh Newman, number 9. They are such reliable receivers for this offense, who time and time again delivered for them last season.
Dawson, we were 25% completion last year, third down conversions. We've got to do better, and here's our first chance of the season.
3rd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Akiva, baby. There you go, pump.
He's close to the first down marker.
Oh, I think that we're within inches of a foot. See how the mark goes. It's good to see Akiva. By the way, we saw him before the game warming up. I think he's packed on another 6 or 7 pounds, which on that short frame of his is amazing. But he
13.
It looks like it'll be 4th and short.
4th and about a yard. I think looks like we're going for it at this point.
They're keeping Jackson Hatch on the sidelines for this play.
Yep.
They showed a lot of power in that run play with the Akiva wedge the play before, so they feel, why not try it again?
Well, this is a great warm-up game for the season. This is non-conference, tough opponent. Let's see what we got. I love it. I love the call.
They hand off to Akiva wedge. He's got it.
He got it.
All the way down to the 11-yard line.
Nice.
2 yards for the first down inside Red Hawk territory.
So we were just talking about it. I cannot name 3 or 4 plays all year in which Akiva didn't lower his shoulders, and if he got even hit on the line, would carry other players at least 2 to 3 yards. All we needed was a short yard.
His yards after contact were very impressive.
Unbelievable. So, and we had a little hole created on the left side right there. Great play line. Love you all. Great way to start. But when you got Akiva as a weapon, you can get that extra yard or 2. Here we go.
Akiva again. Lane.
See how he falls forward? He takes a whole pile forward with him, picked up another extra yard on that play.
About a 5-yard gain, and so you're going to take that all day long. If your offense picks up 5 or 6 yards a carry, you cannot complain about that whatsoever. You do not need big plays if you can consistently pound the ball like that.
And the beauty is we will become even more dangerous. Akiva will get more yards, more holes, as we have a quarterback who can, and receivers in the line, do their job and spread that offense around, keep the defense guessing. And we're going to be able to do that better and better as the year goes on. But it's going to make Akiva even more dangerous.
Akiva Wedge, one of the first 1,000-yard rushers for SVU in several seasons. As they hand off to him yet again, he does a stiff arm. Looks like he might lose a couple yards, though.
Well, they gave him forward progress, thankfully, about where we were on second down. The blocking didn't go so well on the left side. They really loaded up, and they played that really well. Montclair State had him in their sights the whole time. It takes about 3 guys, and they had all 3 guys on him.
And you mentioned, of course, Akiva Wedge being a big weapon for the Knights offense last season. I asked Coach Militalo about that and how he expects him to play this year. He expects him to play even better, but he does not expect for his workload to be increased. And that's because we mentioned the different weapons that the Knights have added on the offensive side of the field, which will help lighten his burden.
And we got Cade Nelson, 36 in the backfield. He's a stout player. Here we go.
And it's still caught.
Look at that.
Fumbled into the end zone.
Oh my gosh.
And that might
That's going to be the craziest touchdown I think I've ever seen. Oh my gosh!
The first touchdown of the season comes in the most unorthodox way you could possibly imagine, off the helmet of a Red Hawk defender.
And we have umpires talking, referees talking, Dawson. Let's see, let's hope it stands. Go ahead and explain it. I hope I can't explain it. What happened?
I mean, if you look at it, a defensive back came in and deflected the ball away from the Knights receiver. I believe it was Josh Newman was intended for, and it landed right in the hands of number 36.
Yeah, that's our new back. Yeah, okay.
And he fumbled it into the end zone.
He received it, ran a couple yards, fumbled into the end zone, and there you go.
And that's going to stay a touchdown for the Knights.
Hey, some people might say that's not a thing of beauty, but Dawson, that's a thing of beauty in my book.
Anytime you can take a lead early against a very top-notch team like Montclair State, you'll take it all day long.
Sometimes there's truth to a home field bounce, home field advantage, and I think we just experienced it. Let's make sure we pick up this extra point and walk away with smiles on our face that we're up 7-0.
They gave a possible 2-point conversion look, but instead we'll go back to field goal formation. So Jackson Hatch will attend the PAT.
Snap's good, holds good.
And just like that, the Knights are up 7-0 over Montclair State, a team that didn't let SVU score a single touchdown last season.
Absolutely, yeah. Man, all I can say is, where did it start? It started with getting special teams play. We talked about it last year, and I'll bring it up again at the beginning of this year. There's 3 teams on a football team. There's defense, offense, but special teams is like that special glue that can hold it together or break apart. And I tell you, that's that block. We have got to find out who that was and give them credit. Great, and we actually had 2 guys on that ball. 1 guy got the hand. But what a block punt. I'm excited for the day to come because to tell you the truth, it looked like the snap was a little slow. It wasn't bad, but a little slow, and we came with a block punt call. You know, we did not call for a return play. We called for a block route to back. That's why we had loaded 2 extra guys on the right side, and they came in. But that's what gave us this opportunity. A couple of okay offensive plays to get our sweat going, get us broken, get broken in a little bit for the day, and then a big crazy play with hands up. Now our guys had to make the plays. The recovery in the end zone, that ball could have rolled out. He cradled that thing, tucked it in tight, right in the corner.
Great coaching right there as the Knights set to kick off Jackson Hatch. This is going to be again number 2.
Got him pinned in the corner. Number 2. Come on, boys. Step up.
Here, Wilder.
Right there.
He's zigzagging out of there. He gets to about the 25-yard line and forced out of bounds.
You got to be quick to the ball, and our team, you got to keep your lanes like we talked last year, your assignments. But once that runner's got the ball, you've got to corner them like we did against the sideline. That kick is by design. Kick to the corner to keep them tucked in. That's not easy because they go out of bounds, get a penalty, get the ball on the 35. But Jackson did a great job, and I thought we held them. Hey, we're at the 26-yard line. We did a good job on that special teams.
That was number 18, Caden Knight, who forced him out of bounds against Zahir Wilder on the return. Now again, Jaquil Birch.
Got trips on the side. Three receivers on the left side.
He's
looking right, though.
A wide open receiver. They gave him way too much cushion, as that's an easy first down play for the Red Hawks.
Well, this is a little bit of an ongoing challenge at times, and it all depends how the coaches are calling the defense. But right now, we are definitely gave him lots of cushion, more cushion than I'm comfortable with. But as I said last year, I'm not the coach, but I hope they tighten that up a little bit. That's a pretty throw, but he's sitting there just flat as could be. It had all day to get it.
Joel Freeman able to make the nice open field tackle to prevent any further damage than that, as the Red Hawks now are on their own 40-yard line. approaching Knight territory.
Whistle blows. We're going to throw out a couple seniors as y'all pay attention, but look at 17, our linebacker. He's kind of unheralded, one of our linebackers, but Joel Bergman, number 17. We've got him out here. We've got some other senior depth. Again, looks like Neil Davis might or might not play today. He's not on the field right now. He's nursing an injury. We've got a couple guys injured, Dawson, that we're looking to try to get to 2 weeks from today. Next week's a bye week. So we got some guys that are healing up that might not play today. Starters.
Which those players will be a huge impact in their conference play this year. Again, this being a non-conference game. Birch handing it off to Merkel.
There's a hole, big hole, big hole. Nice cover.
Talo was furious that there was no holding call for it.
Tackle was made by number 21, Joel Freeman.
You could not.
Balls on the
Only
Could miss that
though.
one. Yeah. So great coverage. We spread it out. We tracked them down the line and ate up some grass. Nice tackle.
So with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in this first quarter, it's 2nd and 8 for the Red Hawks. They find themselves down 7-0 to the SVU Knights as they have 2 wide receivers, actually 3 wide receivers spread out to the far side, 1 wide receiver on the near side. Again with Craig Merkel in the backfield with Birch. And that's going to be a pass.
Step up.
A low throw,
Nice.
and that was number 89, not able to handle it. That was Mitch Chuganov. And again, folks, if you're back home, we mispronounce some of your kids' names. We do apologize, man. Some of these are a little bit difficult. We'll try our best.
We're working on that. And again, for Montclair State fans, this is a homer broadcast, but doesn't mean we don't love your team, love your players, pray they'll be safe and be successful. And we'll most certainly recognize great plays from your team. But we do get excited, and I get a little amped up for our boys to do well. And that's what we're here pulling for them.
You see a similar formation now from the Red Hawks. 3 receivers out wide to the far side. Chuganov on the near side.
3rd down and 8. Come on, boys. Come on. Pressure. There's
got
some
some
pressure.
pressure.
There's some pressure. Step up. There we go. Oh, shoot.
There's a flag on the play, but it looks like number 32 for the Knights made a great stop.
That pass is incomplete.
That is Jacob Taloa.
Got a bad feeling he's where he threw the flag. He threw the flag back. Yeah, thank you.
Looks like to be a holding
Yes,
on
sir.
the Red Hawks.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I thought it was a great defensive play in the backfield, but I mean in the field. But
The penalty flag was kind of in between the line of scrimmage and the play that Taloa made, and so it was a little bit confusing. But they're going to, of course, they like to defer the penalty, and of course make it 4th down and 8.
So good news for us. Great start. We're 2 of 2 now, holding them on 3rd down. One was 3rd and 13. That was 3rd and 8. Great play. We got the pressure on them. I mean, that was the good news. We did that with 4 men rushing. And that really bodes well for our defensive line today.
And now we have the Red Hawks punting away the football.
Got a whistle blow. But like we were talking, if we can get pressure with 4 men without blitzing.
Offense.
Oh, nice. Back about 5 more yards. We'll take that gift.
That might be a strategic thing from the coaches. They wanted to make sure they held off so that they have more room to work with the punter, because this is Mitch Chuganov, again, the wide receiver for the Red Hawks, and also at punter.
Well, watch this. This is where we smoked them last time. Good snap.
Not as much pressure
Well,
this
we're not
time.
coming this time. We're
A
not
very
coming.
short punt.
Everybody watch out. Clear out, White.
And that's going to go out of bounds at the 29-yard line of
Good
SVU.
roll. Good roll.
Very good roll, but the punt did not go very far in the air or distance-wise. And so the Knights will have some pretty decent field position to start off at their own 29-yard line.
Really good. Again, that's a coach's call. We called for a return play. You didn't see any of the quick defensive back type players on the edge coming. They pulled back. We were blocking, but we didn't get a chance to field the ball with a short pump. But it got a nice Montclair State roll, and here we go.
So we've seen the Knights offense work with a very short field after that blocked punt, the possession before, but now the Knights have one drive to really prove that they can go down the field and put it in the end zone yet again.
Let's see how we're looking.
There's Pinskin in the shotgun, drops back to pass. He got 2 rushers. They're trying to set up a screen. He's got to throw that away because the Red Hawks read that beautifully.
What I learned a lot and heard from a couple of the coaches on Davis, though, and I think he showed it right there. And by the way, that's a really good defender.
There's 2 penalty markers on the field.
As we wait for the call, you see how calm he was, though?
Penalty win, downfield, offense, number 62.
Okay, so they weren't able to set the screen fast enough, so there was blockers down the field.
Yeah.
And so
illegal receiver. One of our linemen became a receiver by the book. So backing us up 5. But you see how calm Davis was. He didn't panic. He found what it cost us a penalty. But I tell you, I like how he looks.
There's many quarterbacks out there who would have tried to make something out of nothing in that situation and would have even made it worse for him. As Akiva Wedge gets the carry, a gain of about 2 yards for the Knights. But again, like I said, they would have tried something crazy. They would have tried to run, maybe hurt themselves, maybe throw a crazy pass and picked off. But like you said, very smart play to throw it out of bounds.
We, especially at this end of the field, we don't want an interception, right? We don't want anything crazy or him running and getting teed off on and fumbling the ball deep in our own territory. Again, I hear he's just very calm by nature, very competitive, but has a good head on his shoulder, and I think he'll keep making good decisions. And it's much better to punt than to give the ball away on a bad interception.
So 2nd and 13 for the Knights. They're backed up. As Davis Pence can roll out to his right.
Got him open.
Nice completion on the sideline, just past the 35-yard line.
For the first down. Nice play. Very safe. Of course, sure hand Josh, right? We were talking about that before the game.
Yeah, the Batman to the Robin, that is Kevin Adams. And so
absolutely.
3rd and 2 for the Knights.
If they can touch the ball, they usually catch the ball.
That's the rule of all receivers. If your hands can touch it, you should catch it, and Josh Newman proved that he can do just that.
Man, that was a perfect play for 2nd down on us. We ended up getting, we got 3rd and short. That opens up the playbook for so many different options, and at least keep their defense honest. Keep them questioning, what are we going to do? Now, we know when we got Akiva, 2.5 yards, generally what we go for, but we'll see.
There's another penalty flag. Maybe there was some movement on the offensive line.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and bring that up. We talked about this last year.
It's not something you can have happen on a 3rd down play like this. In your own territory, you can't back yourself up. You can't shoot yourself in the foot, basically.
First game of the season, we're going to allow for a little bit of this, right?
Right.
However, and I know it's been a focus for the coaches and the team, when you get momentum going your way, you've got the lead on a team that you're really not supposed to have a lead on. You want to keep that ball. You want to chew up clock, eat up the clock, keep the ball moving, but just don't make yourself go backwards.
Absolutely.
And, Akiva looked good on that. He had a little lane on the left side. It's going to be a first down. We just have to get it back here. Now we're at 3rd and long, and that shrinks your playbook. Good pickup by Akiva. Nice!
A nice reception. Looks like that is Josh Newman yet again for first down. Brings it to the Knights' own 46-yard line.
So where did he put the ball, Dawson? Man, I'm loving this quarterback. Right? He put it low and outside. Low and outside.
Only where his receiver
and he's tall enough, he's getting the ball over the linemen who are jumping up. Beautiful play.
We have encroachment, so the Knights have a free play.
We're good. Don't panic if you're watching the game. Defensive all sides.
From what we see, this play will not count. It'll stay with the Knights, but we'll just have to await the official call on the field.
But you do want to take, now that's one where you want to take a real good opportunity if you know you've got that, but we still threw into four covers. There was 4 players, defenders, and I don't know if our guys didn't run the routes correctly, and we ended up with a crossover there, but our receiver was sitting amongst 4. Yeah.
Montclair State's
They're
players
not happy,
backing
so
up.
I got a feeling we're going to get back a free play.
And there was also a flag at the point of the interception.
2 fouls on the play. Offsides. Defense. Penalties declined.
Ooh,
Pass
pass interference, baby.
Defense. 15 yards.
Looks like there was another defensive back. I believe that was number 24.
Thank you. We will accept that.
Looks like another defensive back came up on the side. That's Zach Zaccone, a sophomore defensive back from Verona, New Jersey, who came, hit the receiver, and then allowed his other defensive back to get the interception.
Okay, show our maturity here. Take advantage of the opportunity.
So first down on the Redhawks' 39-yard line.
We got plenty of time to get our play in.
Got 15 seconds left on the play clock.
You take advantage of the opportunity. This is where we're talking about that killer instinct you got to have as an entire team.
This is number 24, McKendrick Johnson in the backfield.
Hold
they
the
hand
ball,
off
man.
to him
Hold the
and get
ball.
about a 4-yard gain.
That was a good hold. I mean, the linebackers closed it up on the second tier.
Ball carriers number
But that
24,
front line, he popped right
Johnson,
through that hole.
Takes number
Well
35.
done, left side of the line. That's 74. We got, who do we have over there? That's our
For left tackle, that is number 74 being Grady Sammy.
That's Grady. Yeah, there's no reason Grady can't keep developing and become an All-American at the D3 level.
Another notable offensive lineman for the Knights is Johnny Blackman, number 62. He was a defensive lineman last year, and now this year transitioning to an offensive tackle.
Yep.
Much needed for the Knights.
He is a beast on that side. He's got his man right there. Yeah.
That was number 52 for the Redhawks, who read that play absolutely beautifully.
Yeah,
Samus Nelson.
He shot the gap. It was like a run blitz, came in on the side, he ate him up. And Johnny was number 99 last year, for those of you who are familiar with him and his family on defense. He's now 62. He's the right tackle.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Knights, again in Redhawk territory. And so right now you're in a good position. Even though it's 3rd down, you have a little bit of ways to go, but you have some options here.
Yeah, if you pick up just 3 or 4 or 5 yards, you're 4 down territory. So we're going to, I think, no doubt about we're 4 down territory. Let's pick up 3 or 4 or 5 right here. No need for panic.
Pass.
Get rid of it.
He's got some
Get
rush.
rid of it. Get rid of it.
He's going to run with it.
Hold on to that ball, my man.
And he's
Nice.
going to get back about 4 yards that they lost. So it'll make it about 4th and 4 on the Redhawk 33-yard line.
He's
Davis
got,
Pinkston with
oh,
the
got man
scramble.
down. We'll wait for that on
Up to
Montclair
the
State.
34.
But Davis has got some size to him.
He does.
I mean, he's 6'1", 200, but his 200 is solid. I mean, I've talked to guys who've been around him and working out. He is solid. He's athletic. And what really made the day that got us that extra couple yards to give us a chance on 4th and semi-short was he fell forward about 2 yards. Once he got hit, had a guy had his jersey from behind, stretched that out. Another guy tackled him, but he fell forward like a good running back almost.
And he held on to the ball.
Number 55 walked. Get a little help off the field from Montclair State. Hope he's going to be okay. But it's nice to see him walking off on his own power. There he goes.
55 is one of the captains, Brandon Burge, a senior from Toms River, New Jersey.
Looks like he's stretching it out along the way there. So hopefully he'll be all right and back in the game. But it's great to see a quarterback that can do that can withstand a shot and hold on to the ball. All right, a little excitement here again. 4th down and what?
It's looking like they're going to take the offense off the field. Davis Pinkston's on the sideline. They might try a field goal here.
Well,
actually, no, it looks like they're going to punt the ball away, try to pin the Redhawks deep.
Yep, unless we got a fake here right off the bat, but I don't think so.
Number 84, Logan Beatley, will be the punter.
He could be a tight end. He's such a big man. I hear he can really boot the ball. It's great to have him on the team this year. A new arrival.
Lower snap.
He is just pooch punting it for the corner.
And that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And like I said, he can boot the ball. So 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in this first quarter. The Knights are ahead 7-0 as the Knights defense really coming to play here today. But more importantly, in my opinion, although the Knights weren't able to score on that drive, they were able to eat up some clock and to give their defense a very much needed rest.
Right now, we're controlling the whole first quarter. So if we can continue to do the same, I think what it is, it's not a lack of confidence in our offense. I think it's a great deal of confidence in our defense.
Absolutely.
Remember, we've talked about before, and last year it happened a few times, and it's happened here once. They can turn the ball over deep in the territory the way our defense plays. We strip a ball, anything can happen. I think it's a good, solid, conservative decision to start the game. First game of the season.
Jaquil Birch in the pistol formation. Craig Merkel in the backfield. And he's going to hand off to him to the right side. He's got a little bit of a hole.
Got a nice hole.
A great open field tackle by the Knights. That is number 23.
That's that
Justin Mitchell.
Yep.
Tackle is made by number 23, Justin Mitchell.
Justin's a new arrival too, right?
Taken up to
Yes,
the
he's in the
29-yard line.
He's one of those new players that the Knights are really excited about this year.
Only a sophomore. He closed, I hated to see us give up 9 yards, but thankfully he was the last man defending. If he didn't make the play, could have been 6. Way to be there, Justin. All right, defense, come on, tighten up right here. Make them go backwards for a couple yards.
Alternate pistol formation. Your handoff stuffed in the backfield.
All right.
And that was number 8 from Montclair State. That is Ralph McLean on the carry, senior running back from Neptune, New Jersey.
Matthews looking. We heard about Matthew before the season. He's earning his keep right there. He came in from the side and he got some help. I think I saw C.Me in there also. We backed him up 2 yards, Dawson, so now it's 3rd and 3 versus that 3rd and very short 1. So far, we've looked good today. We're 2 for 2. Let's see if we can stop them
We
again.
expect the Red Hawks to air it out here a little bit. They have 3 wideouts on the far side, 1 on the near side.
Got to get some pressure. Got to get a little pressure. Make him hurry up his pass.
And the whistle's blown. Looks like it might be a false start on the Red Hawks.
It is. He's moving. All right.
Takes a little bit of pressure off the defense.
Now we're back to a 3rd and 8 like we had the last series. And we said it on our, when we have the ball, it really reduces your options on the play calling.
We have Dallin Green coming in for Simi Mwala of the Knights. Simi Mwala, we mentioned before the game how they're very excited about his capability as a rush end.
As a speed rusher, as they call him. Dallin, we've got 3 ends between Skyler, Dallin, and Simi that all bring different strengths and talents. All super experienced, all great minds. Dallin's got great feet. Watch him make plays. He just has a knack to get to the ball.
Rolls up to the right side. They're setting up a screen to Merkel.
And we got him, I think. Oh, shoot.
Looks like he has a first down, and he will. Getting it to the 38-yard line.
That was a good play. I mean, we bit on that screen. They let our guys go, and they had a nice wall in front of them. Well done for the Red Hawks.
Greg Merkel lost his shoe on the play, so he's going to have number 8 come back in, Ralph McLean. So first down for the Red Hawks, their own 39-yard line, knocking on the door of Knights territory.
This quarter's about over. If we can battle, be extra tough right here on defense, keep them on that half of the field, and let's run this quarter out and get them to punt, we will have absolutely dominated the first quarter. Got to win 1 quarter at a time, Dawson.
Catch pass goes to the right side. It's complete. That is to number 7, Ryan Kowalski, a senior from Wellington, New Jersey.
They've got it, Dawson. They're seeing what we're doing. Right now, we're playing off the receivers. We've got 5 yards to bump and hit them. Right now, we're not using that opportunity, and they've picked it up, and they're throwing either a little, it's a tiny flare. I don't even know what to say. It's a 3-yard pass, but the receiver's out blocking ahead, and they get up getting 7, 8 yards, 10 yards in this case. Yeah.
They had a receiver come out, and then him coming up, cutting underneath it.
So we have got to defensively. There we go. We're a little tighter now. You see, we're on them now, but they're backing up.
1st and 10
Come
at
on,
the 50-yard line.
Step up.
Throw across the middle. A great completion to number 7, Brian Kowalski.
Well, very impressive he held on to it. He's a little shook up. We hit him well. Number 23, Justin Mitchell got him. Good tackle. We've got to get to the quarterback a little, so we haven't called any blitzes yet. We've got to get some pressure. That was a little too easy. That's a lot of yards.
That's a lot of yards. They gained about 25 yards on that pass play.
It's going to be the end of the quarter. They're going to take a break, make another call, and hopefully defensively we'll collect ourselves. Coaches have a chance to give them some instruction.
Absolutely. They need to get some kind of stop here.
A real talking to here.
And that's the end of
so
the
they're going to flip to the other side of the field for the Knights. Montclair State Red Hawks will have the ball on the Knights' 25-yard line. Again, knocking on the door. A possibly tying this game, but again, the Knights really playing some stout defense early on, holding the Red Hawks to no points in the first quarter.
It's great first quarter. I'm a little concerned here while they're moving the ball. We have got to, and this starts with the coaches. We got to get some plays called that mixing some things up, change some things. You can over blitz and get burned badly. I understand that. But we got to figure out some stunts, something with the line to get a little more pressure. He's good at getting rid of the ball within 3 seconds. However, the last couple, he's had a lot more time than that. We cannot let him sit back there. He's way too experienced. And I know we're keeping an eye on him. We got a spot. He's a pretty good runner, so we can't. But right now, it looks like the last 3 plays are a little easy. And I feel like our intensity has dropped off a little bit on the defense. So what can shake that up is a big play, a big hit, a great sack, of course, not a pass breakup, an interception. We need one of those plays now before they stroll into the end zone. We need the intensity to be brought up, so hopefully they had that little conversation in the huddle here as we start the second quarter.
And like you said, the momentum mostly being on the Knights' side throughout the first quarter, and so the Knights, in order to maintain that momentum, need something big right here. Again, 1st and 10 at the Knights' 25-yard line. As again, they have number 32, Craig Merkel in the backfield, with quarterback Shaquille Birch, number 12. They have 2 receivers wide to the right side, no one on the left. Drive for pass, rolls out to his right.
No, we actually had a little blitz called.
And that is going to be into the end zone for a touchdown for the Red Hawks.
That was the exact same play, except he rolled out.
Number 38, Carson Johnson, the junior receiver from Asbury, New Jersey.
Exact same play as last time. They found a hole right in the middle. He went and sat in that hole, cut across, sat right there, and QB delivered it perfectly, fell into the end zone. That was that.
They put it right between the two free safeties and right over the middle linebacker, Lika Apodaca.
Looks like we sent one on the blitz, but he got picked up beautifully by the by the running back. Heck of a play. We've got to figure out how to get a little pressure on that QB. We got to get that QB running.
So the Redhawks will attempt the PAT. And that is off the upright. That was number 17.
Had a bad snap. I was getting ready to really compliment. I still compliment the holder. That ball came in flat, skimming on the ground. That holder, he did a great job. Got it up and gave the kicker a chance to punch it. But the punch went right. As you say, we'll take it. Every point counts. We've lived and died by that happening to us on the good side and the bad side. So we're grateful for the little relief here. But we got to come out and change that. They've got time now. Our offense needs a good long run. And hey, Clay, a good long run. And we've got to change up our attitude and come back and be chippy and bust some people around. Hey, Mr.
We absolutely do. And so as the Knights have a 1-point lead here in this second quarter, there's, again, like you mentioned, so thankful that they're able to miss that PAT. Still up by 1. They still have some chance to set the tone offensively.
Absolutely.
They had that one quick drive after that blocked punt in the first quarter, which allowed for a touchdown in the most unorthodox way that I've seen in a long time.
I can't wait to see the replay on that. That is going to be a blast. However, now's our time.
Absolutely.
Again, we talk about special teams. Everybody do their part, get a good run back, get pretty good field position, and then let's see us kind of grind out a good series, a good drive where you eat up some clock, but also be able to block well enough, show a few different plays. We can start opening up the playbook a little bit better and be consistent. We didn't do too badly, but we did shoot ourselves in the foot once with a penalty last series. Let's not do that again, and let's take it in and don't require and don't hope for a freaky play. We need a good, solid football series here and put some points on the board, even if it's 3 points. Because 3 points right now, because of a missed extra point, makes it, field goal can't tie the game. So,
as the Redhawks kick off, the Knights will receive.
That's a good blocking. Oh, nice hit.
Gets out to the 25-yard line. And that was number 18, Caden Knight. So the Knights will set up shop at the 25-yard line after the great kick by number 47, Anthony Marinelli of the Redhawks.
Caden had a little hole. I saw him shooting for it, and man, he closed that. Oh, that was a great hit, great play. Way to hold on to the ball, Caden.
As they see the offensive coach is coming in, letting his team know this is a very important drive. Although it's still early in the game, it's not even halftime yet, but this is a time where you can, again, set the tone offensively, get some good plays and get your quarterback some confidence, and just drive down the field and make some plays. And if anything, get themselves in a better field position.
We're going to need to need to put Akiva to use right here a little bit more. He ran into his own man on there. That hole clogged up our own offensive line. But I was just thinking we have got to get Akiva loose a little bit, because that'll loosen up the whole defense. They'll start keying in on him, but he also gives us some steady yards.
That's a loss of about 1 yard on the play, so 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that might be the hardest hit he takes all day from our own offensive lineman there. He ran into him so hard, bounced back. Come on, guys, right here. We need to get our fans going a little bit here, too. Our hometown is just a little quiet. One good play and they'll be fired up, but we got to help them out. We need some focus and intensity and execute a really good play right here.
So 2nd and 11. Kingston drops back to pass. Nice catch. He's got to make a one-on-one move. And he's going to get about 8 yards.
Way to fight for those extra couple yards.
And so far, Davis Pinkston
that was
has
Trey
37
MacArthur,
yards.
number 82, right?
By number 82, Trey MacArthur.
So 37 yards for Pinkston and only 10 yards for Akiva Wedge so far.
Ball's on the 34-yard line.
Trey's a freshman. Nice to see some of these young guys come out and contribute. Big play. Now 3rd right now. We only converted 25% of these last year. Got to do better. And this is money, in my opinion, if you block at all for Akiva. Akiva will get us 2 to 3 yards.
Just even touching a defender would help Akiva get the 1 yard that's necessary for this first down.
We need a push, though. Our offensive line is not pushing these guys back yet. Yeah,
Pinkston calls his own number.
quarterback sneak.
And it's going to be a loss on the play. Make it 3rd and 5. Just not able to get around the edge.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I cannot believe that was the play call. Do you think so?
I think the Knights would have had a better chance if they were able to run up the middle. But again, the past couple plays, they haven't been able to get that push up front.
Put the ball in Akiva's hands. That's what I believe when you're that short. And that's why I say it almost looks like there's a little bit of confusion. I'm not sure. But that hurts.
And so now we'll have number 84 for the Knights, Logan Beatley, a freshman from Niceville, Florida, punting for the Knights.
All right, Logan, we need a big foot here, buddy.
Count down the play clock. Looks like they're going to barely get it off in time.
It's going to be fielded. Got him. Tackle him.
Nice
right there.
open
Nice.
field tackle. That's Caden
Caden.
Knight.
Now that'll help get a defense fired up. Special teams right now have played very well today. Special teams have done what they're supposed to do. A good punt, solid punt, great coverage. Now,
and
defense.
It was a low punt, so Caden Knight getting there was
it's amazing.
Fantastic.
He didn't buy a lot of time. That was a low punt. But he was spot on him, and open field tackle, it's not as easy as it looks. One little move, one little shake, and that guy's gone. That returner's gone. Great play.
Number 4, Mike Menzo
Lewis. Defense, number 7. 2-yard penalty, previous spot. First down. Stay.
Looks like the ref forgot to turn off his microphone before telling the Chan gang to stay. They called holding on the defense, so they're discussing it with head coach.
Yes, that was on the punt. That's going to give us first down. If it's a hold, it's going to give us a first down unless
which the Knights would
we're only 4 yards,
need.
4.5 short of a first down. It's a pretty big conference of striped folks out there right now, Dawson. So we'll get on and talk about some of these guys we've got. It's good. Again, that's a new punter for us too this year. It's good to have him on the field.
They're talking with head coach Rick Giancola, his 37th season as the head coach.
He doesn't look happy right now. Let's see what the call is. Umpire, if you don't know this, wears the white hat. Yep, offense, baby. Offense.
First down for the Knights.
Okay, I think we've used up 2 or 3 of our 9 lives already today. I want to say it's another Knights first down, but we're taking quite the different.
Where's the little leprechaun we got out there? So we had some luck today.
I did get a text message this morning telling us good luck, and it had a leprechaun from my brother, a little 4-leaf clover. So right now I'm going to keep rubbing my phone because that's apparently paying dividends for us so far. But I do want to see our guys, when we get 3rd and short like that, we made a great second down.
You want to see that power run.
Yeah, the line has got to meet. The offensive line's got to get a little mean here. Right now I'm seeing they're a little bit, they're not reaching their capacity. These are big men, strong men, good ball players, and they do not have that big a defensive line. They only got 3 on the line, so maybe we're just not finding our assignments well.
1st and 10 on the Knights on 42-yard line. They're going to hand off to left side to Akiva Wedge. He's going to break through for a couple of yards.
As always, there he goes.
And he ends up getting 6 yards.
Nice!
He's one of those backs that turns a 2, maybe 1 yard carry into 6 or 7 yards.
There was a hand on his shoulder pad he's about 2 yards into his run. He shook it off, turned the corner, and had 2 guys riding him for the next 4 yards.
And we mentioned, we talked about Akiva Wedge before this broadcast about how he's put on some muscle on him on his frame.
So Johnny moved. He just got moved from the defensive line to the offensive line just in the last 3 weeks. So he's got to get confident and get some reps and get used to it. So with Johnny, we give him a little room. He played defense all last year, and he just moved to his fall camp, just moved to the offensive line. So we'll give him a little pass there, but let's see if we can't make up for it. But we're still second down. Akiva gave us such a great run. We're 2nd and 9, so we got 2 downs to get it done.
Line up at shotgun. They're sending Kyle Lords to the right side. They're going to hand it off. Actually, Davis Priest is going to keep it himself, and he's going to get about 2 of those yards back.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't think they'd be calling this having QB1 running so much, or running on these direct snaps almost to run. That was well defended because we actually had a lot. It was a good play call. Most of the Red Hawks were all heading the other direction. They were following Akiva, but one man stayed home like he's supposed to. These guys are so senior and junior laden. they aren't going to get fooled too often, and that was a great play by the Red Knights.
Very disciplined defense, now being 3rd and 7 for the Knights. Approaching midfield. Fake the handoff. A nice catch by the Knights.
82.
Number 82 for the Knights, that being
first down, baby.
Terry MacArthur, a freshman.
That's his second catch of the day.
From Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
But that was a little bit more than just a catch. He stretched. It was at his apex of his jump. He had a man grabbing his back and around his waist and still pulled it in, held on to it before he went out of bounds.
Wide receiver coach is very pleased with that film later this week because they will study that. Great
Incredible.
play
That
from the
was
freshman.
beautiful. We need it. And what we've talked about so far, too, with Davis, he's putting the ball at this point where the defender can't get it. Low and away or outside and away.
Hand off to Akiva Wedge. He's got some space. And barely tripped up after an 8-yard carry.
We talked about this earlier. Did you see how the hole is so much larger? When you can make some passes and spread their defense and get them strung out a little bit, but they can't put 3 or 4 guys on Akiva. Akiva's going to have a big day if he keeps this up.
And now some great trickeration there by the Knights as they sent Kevin Adams in motion. Almost looked like it could be reversed to him.
Yeah.
But instead they hand off to Akiva, confusing the Redhawks a little bit.
And our O-line did great. They held their man.
And they do the same play Akiva's got on the right
side.
side.
He's got some space.
And he's got the first down, trips a defender. And gets inside the 25-yard
He
line.
absolutely bowling ball ran over that defender. He got his shoulder down. Nice play. I'm loving the play call right now. We're mixing it up. We're sending receivers they're not used to or not having a game plan for that they haven't seen. They're freshmen. But Akiva is our anchor.
And he's getting a much-needed rest right now on the sidelines after those 2 plays.
But the beauty of it is he can get 10 or 12 yards quite often when we open up a playbook and hit a few receivers and do some misdirection plays.
1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. Finally back in Red Hawk territory.
Now this is a pretty great opportunity.
Got some pressure. And tripped on his own offensive lineman.
Yeah.
That was number 75 on the ground, Nate Covert, the sophomore from Scottsdale, Arizona.
You know, that was called play. They let the rushers, let the O-line and defensive line come on in, and Cade was there. Cade Nelson was there to receive it, number 36, and just got tripped up. But I like the play call. If you notice, other than those 2 laying on the ground, there was a lot of green around them, which means there was space.
Easily could have been a first down,
Yes.
and again, Davis Pinkston having a lot of patience, letting that play develop.
Yeah, he looked so calm. He wasn't worried at all. There you
All
go.
around the middle for about 5 yards.
Again, that's Cade. Cade's getting some action. He's 5'11", 210-pound, rock solid, low to the ground, power back, and he's a freshman.
Ball carriers, number 36,
Great addition
Cade
to this
Nelson.
team. They had a similar play like that in Ethan
Takes it up to
Workman.
the 20.
Not with a team this season, so he's going to be filling that void Cade Nelson is anyway.
Yep.
Now being 3rd and 6 for the Knights at the 20-yard line. Let's see if they can bring us more creativity in their play calling.
We can do it. Let's go. This is what we talk about, them getting stronger, more experienced team, stronger mentally. This is our opportunity. Nice pitch, turn on them. Nice play by number 2.
And recovered.
They've called him down.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to call him down after the reception, but
Yep, it was a great play.
and there's a penalty flag
It
here.
was a great play. We might get a personal foul on them. Well, we'll wait for the call. Might get a personal foul on them. But that was a great defensive play. But he was down on his back and then stripped the ball. So once you're down, you're down. I understand Montclair's frustration, but I feel pretty confident on that.
There you go.
So we'll see what it's going to be a personal foul on somebody. We'll see if we're going to be happy or sad. We'll see right here.
You can see offensive line coach.
But he held the ball. That was a heck of a shot our man took.
Braden Peterson, the offensive line coach, giving a good talking to number 61, Jordan Madriaga, because he was involved in that little scuffle after the play. So as the refs organize their thoughts a little bit and try to figure out how to call this.
We're getting ready to hear it right now.
After the play, no sportsmanlike conduct. Number 61, that's his first.
All right.
So it'll be 4th down.
Can't have that now. Now, one he should get a talking to. You just don't want to give him those big yards.
That's the last thing you
Moved
really
us right
need.
out of field goal range or comfortable field goal range. That's after the play, so they're going to flip that to a 4th down. They haven't done it yet, but it should be. So we've got to show discipline and control. I understand the passion, and I like the passion. In fact, I was calling for the line to get a little more chippy, but that's not the chippy we need. We've got to avoid unsportsmanlike conduct or personal fouls.
And that definitely puts the Knights out of field goal range as they're now at the Red Hawks' 37-yard line.
4th down. It's after the play. They're calling it 4th down. Let's see if they switch it back to 3rd. We got our offensive team out there right now, but they're going to send a punt team in, I'm certain.
It looks
Maybe
like
not. Maybe they're going to play 4-down territory at 37, at the 37-yard line. Again, confident in our defense, but we better be stout then on our defense.
I think what their hope is that they get at least about 10, maybe 15 yards. Of course, that's not enough after this 25-yard
Yeah, so it's
gain.
4th down. See, that's the thing.
So it's basically going to end up like a shorter punt.
To go for a deep ball. Yeah. So they call a timeout.
Actually, delay a game. They intentionally let it run out so they can get a good solid punt in there.
Give us a little bit more space for a punt. Okay, so hopefully we can learn as we go today in this game. We could do this. Back-to-back plays that really hurt us, but unsportsmanlike conduct you just cannot have. Personal fouls you cannot have. What you want to do is be the one receiving that, not dishing it out. Hopefully we can get our focus back. We can talk about it on the sideline and get our coaches to get their heads directly in the game again. Let's make good coverage on this punt. Hopefully it pin them tight to the goal. Little pooch punt. Oh yeah, got a lot better chance this time. Turn around. There you go.
A good bounce.
Right there we go.
Beautiful. Right out of
Beautiful.
bounds to the 6-yard line. A great punt.
Beautiful.
By number 84, that is Logan Beatley.
So far, special teams have really helped us in every way today. We talked
Really
about all 3 phases of the game. We need it. Offense right now, we got to get our heads together, get our coaches with a couple of plays pre-called and ready to go on the next series. And let's see if we can't get our boys, our defensive boys, to turn this over in a 3-and-out. And we got plenty of time in the half. Get a short field and let the offense have another crack at it.
Like I said, special teams coach Justin Huggy definitely pleased with his special teams crew right now. Of course, now the defense having a little bit of a break with that possession that the Knights had.
We ate up some clock, gave them some time, but yeah, I'm thrilled with our special teams. Hats off to all of them.
Lining up at the pistol formation. They're going to hand off up the middle. We got a little bit of surge.
Got a hold. Somebody got close up. Hold.
Nice open field tackle, but it is after a gain of 7 yards, and the Red Hawks will take that all day.
Tackle was made by number 32.
You know, like I said, when you get them pinned against close to the goal line, you just don't want to let them out of the box. We're still not done yet if we keep them from getting the first down. We need to get these guys in and out, 3-and-out, and we need a little loss in the backfield, tackle in the backfield right here. My feeling is they might go for one of their short little passes because they've got the luxury to do so on 2nd down.
Especially with number 7 for the Red Hawks being so backed off of. Number 7, of course, being Ryan Kowalski. They're going to hand off the middle. That's again for a first down.
Now, what's interesting in what I'm seeing, we didn't mention them because we didn't have enough time in pregame, but the Red Hawks have on their right guard, they've got an All-American, preseason All-American candidate, senior Stephen Gaffney. And flat out number 66 has been opening some holes, and we've got to either double team, we've got to adjust. We got to move our guys down the line, pre-snap. We got to do something. That hole has been a stinking tank could go through the last 2 or 3 times.
So we first and 10 on their own 24-yard line.
Come on, D.
Jaquil Birch going to hand off again.
Too much room.
This time brought down after another 7-yard gain, and that was number 8, Ralph McLean, the senior from Neptune, New Jersey, with that carry.
Tackle is made by number 17, Joel Bergman.
So you're seeing
good job, Joel, but we've got to get some linemen to clog it up there, get a little gang tackle, a team tackle, get more linebackers on there. We don't want to get that deep. They're getting to the 2nd level almost instantly because our line's getting pushed around, the holes we're getting big holes. We need a little help, so we might have to change up our defense a little bit, mix it up, figure out something to plug those holes.
We're seeing some good thunder and lightning action here with number 8, Ralph McLean, and Craig Merkel in the backfield. Snap, and he's going to throw to the right side. Incomplete. The play was due from the start with the bad snap. And number 32 not able to get his hand on it. That's Craig Merkel.
We had a good rush. Thankfully, he was bobbling it, but Simi had him in his sights, too. So we finally had Simi on the edge rush.
Fans, it's 3rd and 3.
We got a 49 coming off. That's our
49 for the Knights.
Yeah,
that is Mason Fauta.
Yeah, we can't have Mason out too long. Something with his shoulder. He's got it wrapped already. Don't know if he got stinger. Keep an eye on him. Something happened to get him back in the game, we hope. Come on, 3rd down. Hold him, boys.
Very big play defensive-wise for the Knights.
Got a blitz, got an outside blitz. Nope.
That's way too wide open as that's a 1st down coming up to their own 38-yard line. That was to number 89.
That's excellent play. Things you might not miss if you're watching at home. You know, the QB, we had a blitz coming from the left side. QB rolls to his left, away from the blitz, and the man was right there on the sideline. Receiver, perfect play. Even if we've been up on him, that'd been a tough play to stop.
Pardon me, that was actually number 89, Mitch Chuganov for the Red Hawks with that reception.
That was an excellent play by the Red Hawks. We got to get to this quarterback some. We really haven't put a hand on him.
They're gonna run up the middle with Merkel again.
Come on.
And they have a great surge in that offensive line
They do.
with a
You see
5-yard
how
carry.
you see the whole pile moving forward 3 to 4 yards. So, coach has got to figure that out. That's what we pay on the big bucks for. They got to adjust, adapt. But right now, that's working beautifully for them. They
Number
can do that all
34
day.
for the Red Hawks is fired up. That is Adrian Sanchez. He's a fullback. He knows they're getting that surge like we've been mentioning, and he knows that they have this momentum working for them. So 2nd and 5.
It's been hard to call individuals' names out on some of our tackles. We ended up with 3 or 4 piling up on top. We got to just hit them earlier. Come on, line. D-line's got, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go.
Nearly intercepted. And after the play,
yeah, they weren't blowing the whistle. It was waiting. Refs got to help our players out. There was no whistles being blown.
Yeah, there was no knowledge to when the play was over.
So good hustle on our part. Skyler got him by the feet, baby. We're gonna call that a sack. I don't know if they call it an incomplete pass or a sack. Let's see where they put the ball.
It looks like it was going to be an incomplete pass. Skyler Clower providing that great pressure.
Way to go, Skyler.
All right,
like I said, we had to get this line fired up.
Another 3rd down.
Come on, boys.
3rd down and 5. And they're on 43-yard line. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the 2nd quarter. The Knights still up 7-6. It's been a scoreless 2nd quarter besides the first touchdown that was within 6 seconds in the 2nd quarter.
We've got to bump these receivers. We got to play a little tighter, and we are.
To the right
pressure.
side.
That away. Dallon's got a big hole. Big hole. Deep ball, wide open. No way, no how.
Dallon Green,
boy, that's tough.
His jersey,
his
face mask,
yep.
All of it was being
We can
held.
say there's a hold on every play, but that one was painful to watch. Man, it was right in front of us. We were lined up perfectly. Dallon, great rush by Dallon. Dallon flushed him out of the pocket, put him on the run. Thankfully, he couldn't plant his feet and throw a spot-on ball because that receiver.
Yeah, number 7, Brian Kowalski was wide open down the field.
And he hustled, tried, dove out, laid out. But there's a 3rd down stop. That's what we desperately needed. Great timing. 5 minutes to go in the quarter and the half. Now our offense is going to get a chance to come out and shoot. Way to go, Big D. Way to go, D.
Here's the punt from the Red Hawks.
Low screamer.
Caden Knight with the return. Catches his own 20-yard line, past 25, and out of bounds at the 27.
We've talked about it a lot last year, but this is another area of special teams, and Caden's really good at this. You don't want that ball to hit the ground if you can help it. There's a good chance they're going to just roll back within the side of the 10-yard line.
And that was number 87 for the Red Hawks, Ryan Romanowski on the tackle.
Caden handling the ball cleanly like that gains all sorts of yards. He might only advance to 6 or 7 or 8 yards, but the gain is not having the ball run on us.
Absolutely.
So well done, good hands, and wasn't that easy? That's kind of a fast pitch, fastball coming at him out there.
So now it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. There's 4 minutes and 54 seconds left to play in the 2nd quarter. And the Knights, if they want to establish some momentum going into halftime, they need something right here. They need a good drive, whether it end up being with 3 points or a touchdown. They need something right now.
This is the time. We talk about maturity and growing and understanding opportunities. This is a critical point in the game.
Davis Pinkston with a Kiva Wed to his right, sending Caden Knight in motion. I'm going to hand it off to him on the outside, and he's going to turn it up for about a yard.
Well, thankfully, Caden spotted the outside was covered up. So instead of taking a loss, he made a good senior decision, planted, stepped forward, and saved us a down and picked up a yard. So
the Red Hawks flats defense has been phenomenal today, letting nothing go to the outside. And if it does, they fly up to it.
Their speed, they're playing up pretty close, pretty tight, and they're making all their assignments. They're not getting fooled by any of our trickery at the moment. So we're going to have to play some solid football. We got to open. See, they only got 3 down linemen. We've got to open up some hole. But those linebackers fill the hole quickly.
Hand off to Akiva Wedge.
See how the linebackers fill the hole.
He gets about another 2-yard carry, so it'll be about 3rd and 6 for the Knights.
Tough sledding in there. Those yards are tough right now. Somehow we've got to pick up a nice
Akiva Wedge on the carry.
Nice little pass
Takes
here.
the ball up to the 32-yard line.
Josh is on the outside over the short side of the field. He's been the go-to man. We've also had Justin Mitchell pick up a couple receptions. Number 23, let's see if he's out. He's not out there right now. Who have we got? We've got 3 receivers on the other side. And then Josh is over by himself on the short side of the field.
With that rush, Akiva Wedge now is 38 yards in this first half. As Davis Pinkston drops back his pass. That'll be a sack. Forcing 4th down for the Knights.
Hey, we had enough time. Not a lot of time. We had enough time.
Defense.
And he we just couldn't hold him. It was great defensive backs covering. That was what do you call it, a defensive back sack. I mean, they ate up our receivers. We had 4 men out and just didn't see a spot, and Davis didn't. Thankfully, he didn't throw a bad ball. He didn't panic. I think that's the best attribute I've seen so far in a half of football with Davis, is he's calm, cool, and collected. And he's not making any really bad decisions that really hurt a team. Right now, we are still up 7-6, winding down time and a half. We've got a good punter. Special teams have been strong. Our defense has been bending. We haven't broken yet. We've made just enough plays to make them punt and to keep them out of the end zone, except for the one time. So this is our time. We again, good snap, good blocking, get a good punt off, cover them up back here, keep them on their side of the 50, and see if we can't grind out this half and go in at least with a 7-6 lead.
So 3:24 left in the second quarter. The Knights will have to punt it away behind the leg of number 84, Logan Beatty.
Good snap.
That's
Good
a
punt.
solid punt.
Got some air time.
And it's muffed. But the Redhawks will recover it. That is number 38 falling on top of form, that being Carson Johnson, a junior from Ashbury, New Jersey.
Way to go, special teams. And you see, that's not considered corralling or breaking into the head. There was no fair catch called. And so he didn't hit him before the ball got there. And even the defender was kind of blocking our guy almost into him. But that was great special teams play. This is saving our backsides right now this half. It's special teams. That's a big punt. Love our punting. And we were there. I mean, our coverage is there. I mean, he was within a foot when that ball hit his hand. That is hard to time. Beautiful play. Backed him up another 10 yards just by the muff punt. We could have easily had a turnover. Off we go. All right, defense.
It's 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Again, after the fantastic punt by Beatty.
All right,
pass.
Let's go. Head up, head up, head up.
And
Almost intercepted.
But that is number 21, Kason Campbell, the senior from Elizabeth, New Jersey, making that reception.
The great karma of football world, it evened out, right? All the bouncing that we got a touchdown. He had the interception red, Dawson. That's what I said, head up, head up. That's because he stared down his receiver, and our defender, who's that? Who is that on our?
Number 32, Jacob
That on the
Talon.
5 right here.
Number 35, that is Isaac MacArthur.
Isaac had it red, cut across, he just couldn't quite bring it in. And great play by their receiver. I mean, he kept his eye on the ball.
He saved his quarterback, Shaquille Birch, from an
Sure
interception.
did. We had it. We had it. Come on,
Nice
stay
drop
with
to
him,
the
stay with him.
outside.
Break him down. Break him down.
Nice open field tackle there.
Nice tackle. Way to
After
break him
gain
down.
of 4. A lot of Red Hawk fans wanting a face mask on the play.
Let's go. I don't think he almost got 4. A little long 3. Come on, defense. It's 2:24 to go. You see him passing and trying to move the ball a little quicker downfield.
The Red Hawks officially entering the 2-minute drill now.
Come on. Come on, D. This is the opportunity. We can pick this guy off. He threw 13 picks last year.
Perfect pass. Another quick route to
He'll be
the
out of bounds,
outside.
stops the clock. Not a first down, though, Dawson. Not a first down. We got a 3rd down still.
Mitch Chuganov on the reception.
Mitch is busy, isn't he?
He really
He's clearly
is.
a
He's
favorite
go-to
target,
guy.
the best I can tell today for the Red
3rd
Hawks.
and 3 in Knight territory at the Knights' 39.5-yard line.
I don't know what their kicker's like, but got a little time, but they're eating up a lot of their own clock with that play calling. I'm pretty surprised.
Do not be surprised.
Right here, baby, third down.
Craig Merkel up the middle. There's still plenty of time to run a run play, so Craig Merkel up the middle is very well possibility.
Absolutely. Love a sack. Love something. No pressure.
Left side.
Nice!
Nice defensive
32,
play.
baby, 32.
Number 32 for the Knights, that being Jacob Tello, the freshman from Tracy, California.
Jacob.
He's actually a transfer from City College.
Played it perfectly. He kept his hand off the receiver, leaned forward, got the left hand in, knocked it out. That's a big play. That's what we're talking about. That gets the defense fired up and gives you so much confidence. On a third down, we've only let them. That is such a big improvement over last year. Remember we talked about big moments? Sometimes there's 6, 7, 8 plays in the whole game. That was one of them right there. If we can keep these guys, they got to watch them. Could very well pull a trick play. That's a weak snap. My goodness. But let it go. Let it go. Everybody get out of the way. Everybody get out of the way.
A nice bounce.
We don't care. We don't care. We don't care where it ends up.
About the 6-yard line for the Knights.
There's a minute, 27 seconds. We just hold the ball, punch a couple good runs, run the clock out, and or gets a couple first downs. But that was one of those moments. I need to learn his name. What is his name? Jacob? No. Number 32.
Number 32, Jacob Toloa.
Jacob Toloa. Jacob, star, man, right on his helmet for that play alone. Because of the timing.
Absolutely.
This is football.
Because the Red Hawks been
eat up
attacking
football
that
like
outside
yes.
all game long. And
Yes.
so him to finally learn that and get to it before it even happens, knowing it's a big play.
Absolutely. Third down, into the half, you know what they want to do. They want to drive the ball, get a score, be all fired up, and take the momentum. What we have to do is hold on to the stinking ball here and make sure they do not go to halftime with the momentum at all.
Hands it off to Akiva Wedge.
We're good. Hold on to the ball.
He
Look
will
at
get
him.
about a
He won't
yard.
go down easy, even if he probably should go down sometimes. Akiva won't go down easy.
Akiva Wedge, the ball
So
carrier.
approaching just 1 minute left in this
Takes him up
half.
to the 11-yard
Knights
line.
still up by
Well,
one.
And Red Hawks aren't calling a timeout. So
They
I
wanna
think
take
they're,
it into halftime.
I think they're pretty well. They're going to go back, lick their wounds, kick, get their team fired up and reset for the half. And so will we. We'll happily. But I'll go back again to Jacob. I'm going to beat this like a dead horse. That's a terrible analogy, I guess. I shouldn't say we own a horse, so I shouldn't say that. But I'm going to beat it like crazy. That moment, it'll go down as one of the top plays in this game if we pull a win out. I promise you.
It absolutely will as the Knights lining up at shotgun. Hang it off to Akiva Wedge yet again.
Hold on to the ball, Akiva.
This time he'll get about 2 yards.
And you see the Red Hawks stripping. They're reaching in. I see that hand yanking out and pulling. And that should, there's a time. Somebody called a timeout this time.
Montclair State.
Yeah,
Second timeout of the half.
I was waiting for them to call that
Akiva
last
Wedge, the ball
time.
carrier.
And what they're hoping for is they're hoping to make us punt the ball. That's what this is about. So they had to let one down go. Now they have 2 timeouts. They call it on this one. Hopefully stop us from getting a first down and make us punt from our end zone. Is what happened with us today. They want to happen. They want to end the half on a big play, a big special teams play, possibly a block punt and end zone TD. They go in fired up crazy. Now our job is to stop that from happening. So first down would be great. We'd be out of the half. But a good snap, a good punt, good blocking, we'll get out of this half with a lead, and super fired up.
Absolutely. And now with that, Montclair State only has 1 timeout left, down by 1.
They'll call it after this if we don't get the first down. They'll call it and make us punt.
Do not be surprised if they decide to bring the house here, knowing that the Knights want to run the clock out.
They know we're going to run the ball. If we don't run the ball, I'll be stunned. Oh, look at that.
Draw it to pass.
We're going for it. Look
A
at that.
nice throw. Kevin Adams with the reception.
There you go,
And not much time left. And so it might not amount to a score per se, but it gives you some great opportunities to show you what you do.
I love the call. What I like about that call is that we're not playing by the numbers. I love that call. We've been a little more conservative with that in the past. But I think it's because we gained confidence even in one half. Our offensive coaches gained confidence in Davis, our QB. And I think they knew he would not throw a terrible pass. He wouldn't freak out. He wouldn't break under pressure. And he lobbed that thing out. You know Kevin's going to catch
He
it.
threw it in between 2 defenders while rolling out
Yeah.
to his left side
Yeah.
as a right-handed quarterback.
That's tough.
That you don't see that very often.
It floated a little bit, but Kevin, I think it surprised him so much. Kevin had some space to work with once it got over the top and made a great catch.
And so now,
Awesome.
now the Knights can officially run out the clock. I think they will do that. I don't think they'll take any more chances before halftime here.
I think so. We have such great momentum. I really believe that's what we should do. But hey, look at the play call I just made. I was completely wrong, so you never know.
And the Knights do get the ball at halftime.
He's going to throw the ball on the sideline. Look at
another
that.
great catch by Josh Newman, a tiptoe inbounds. My goodness.
He kind of snatched it from the defender. The defender broke on it, up about above his face, back just a little bit, snatched it out of his hand, and then still had the wherewithal to do a tap dance on the sideline.
And so it's another first down, and you still have 22 seconds left. And so right now,
might get a couple deep balls here. What do you think?
You might get a couple shots at the end zone.
Yeah, at least to the 20, 25-yard line. Maybe run it in.
But look to them to look to the sideline. They'll want to throw to the sideline to stop the clock, even though they do still have 2 timeouts.
Plus, the sideline gives you some protection. If you throw a bad ball and it's out of bounds, it's okay. You don't want to throw middle of the field generally.
Back to pass, straight
drop.
Looking
down the middle, though.
See, a little bit too far.
I trust Davis. He's gained my confidence in one half that he's going to throw it only where I could catch it.
And that was Trey MacArthur, who was his intended target, who has had some great plays here today from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho.
Coeur d'Alene, that's the northern tip of Idaho up north. Beautiful area, just huge lakes. Now, have we pushed our luck a little bit with some of the passes? I don't know, but you don't want to have to punt. So, do you run this one and take a knee on the second one and run the clock out?
There's 2 schools of thought here. I mean, you can either run out the clock, which is a very smart and very conservative way to go. You could also try to at least get sort of field goal range. And you do those 2 timeouts, so that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, we have 2 timeouts. Here he is again. Oh,
he got touched before, but it looks like they're going to throw a flag.
He got it. And you can't help it. And he knew it. He bumped him in the back, and you see the defender, he pulled his hands back.
That was number 2, Zahir Wilder, who's also been the return man for the Red Hawks, who will be guilty of that penalty.
It was just the body. His speed has carried him into him. And our defense, he wasn't why our receiver stopped to try to make a sideline grab. And when he stopped, he didn't really put on his brakes. His hands back, but he bumped him. He bumped him before the ball got there. That's an automatic first down. And we're going to get...
So waiting for the official call. They're still discussing it here on the near sideline.
Well, I think they're going to call the spot is what they're going to call the spot. He's picking it up. Okay, we can live with that. That's all right. Picking up the flag.
No foul play. Pass, no catch.
And I can agree with that because it did look like it was incidental contact.
Yeah, and the ball was out of bounds.
Right.
But I don't know. I can go back to my rules. I didn't know college. That used to be the pros.
Right.
But it wasn't in college. Do you remember that? The uncatchable ball? All right. Dawson and I are going to go to school at halftime or after this game because that might be a rule change we missed. But that was the difference between pros and college. That was a big deal.
So being 3rd and 10 now at their own 49-yard line, 12.9 seconds left in this first half. The Knights have had a couple of great pass plays to get themselves in this position.
Blitz.
Again. A screen to Akiva Wedge. He's got some blocking.
He's off to the, first down.
All the way down
timeout.
To the 37-yard line.
Timeout, yes, sir.
Will call timeout.
Man,
Wedge with the catch.
I was about to have a
Takes the ball
heart
up to the
attack when I saw the
37.
defenders getting through the line. Then I realized it was a screen. I like that screen call to Akiva.
I really do too. The thing here now, this is tricky because there's only 7 seconds left in this first half. What you could do is you're not quite in field goal range yet. You could take a shot at the end zone, but you want to end up with at least some points. What you could do is you could do a quick pass to the sideline, get a little bit closer, and give your kicker Jackson Hatch a chance.
It's got to be a quick out. I mean, you can do it.
And call timeout right afterwards.
Right, and we've got the timeout. It needs to be a quick out, snap, release. It can be it, but it's got to be 8 to 10 yards max, 7 to 8 yards max, because it's going to take 3 seconds for the snap, ball, 2.5, 3 seconds, snap ball out of the quarterback's hands. It's got to travel. It's tight. It's got to be 7 or 8 yards.
And you can see the frustration on Akiva when he came to the sideline.
He thought he had it.
He wanted the touchdown so bad. Of course, everyone's touchdown.
I think it's a great call for sure. Yep. Called it. Timeout.
A great catch by Kevin Adams.
Look at the clock.
Goodness.
0.5 seconds is what they're leaving.
Perfect timing.
That's an incredible catch.
Now, the special teams has to deliver yet again.
Yes.
Jackson Hatch has a chance to make what looks like to be.
Who called that ball?
That was Kevin Adams.
Kevin got his hands. See how he got his hand up under the turf and still cradled it. I mean, that was a thing of beauty. again, game-changing play. I love it. You know what we're going into the halftime with, though? Our offense feeling good about themselves.
With their passing attack.
We needed that.
Absolutely.
We
Last year's passing
desperately
attack
needed
was
that.
very lacking, and now we're seeing that they can pick up yards like that against a team of this quality.
Right, and we had a couple series that, we talked about it a lot in the beginning of the year last year. Offenses take longer to gel. Offensive line takes the longest time to gel in terms of timing. New quarterback, we got new quarterbacks, new receivers, all that takes time. And I am just beyond thrilled with how this last series. Great play calling by our coaches, great all the way around, great execution, and I'm liking Davis more and more.
So
all
the 37-yard field goal, ball placed at the 27-yard line here. Jackson Hatch, he is a soccer player for Southern Virginia University, so he does have the leg behind him. Now he can have the chance to get his team up by 4 into the half.
Good snap, good hold, good block, and we got this.
The snap.
Holds good.
It's up.
Oh,
it might not have the power.
Went wide right.
Off the right side. But again,
that's all right.
We mentioned the momentum that the offense will get going into the second half, having the ball to start off the second half.
Absolutely. Standing ovation for how we finished. And I think our fans are showing them some love as they're coming off the field and going into the locker room. Dawson, we got, and good news for us, we got lots of things we can improve on that they'll work on at half. But the great news for us, we're beating them 7-6.
It's still a low-scoring game, but again, like you said, a lot of things the Knights are doing right, but still room to improve. Again, it's a very good sign for them. Again, it's a very good quality team of Montclair State. Montclair State, a team that went 8-2 last year.
And picked to go third in the NJAC this year, and that means something. That means you'll probably be around nationally ranked if you're third in the NJAC. What I know is going to happen, though, because they are a senior team, lots of juniors, strong, great team, they're going to get a real visit from their coaches at half. Coaches are going to make some adjustments. They're going to be prepared. So what we have to do is counter that. Yeah, feel good. There's the great things you did. Get fired up, but okay, here's going to be the second half. They're going to come. They're going to pin their ears back and come after us in every way, shape, and form. They're not going to be happy about this. And we have to match that intensely, match that grittiness that they're going to come out with. And we can do it. And then hopefully, by looking at the plays I've seen called, we've mixed it up. But we still have a lot of plays in our book that we have a game plan that we haven't brought out.
They really have not. And you know what? Again, great sign for the Knights. 7-6 in halftime. It's a great team playing great defense. Offense is picking up. Some great things to look forward to in the second half. And with that, we'll take it into halftime. We'll be back with you just for some halftime analysis. And we'll see you guys in a little bit.
I know, we didn't get told to do it. Yeah, just start throwing it. Okay. They wanted, see if we can get like 4 in the second half.
Okay, so I wasn't sure how much it
We'll get back and get one right and open up the half pretty much, and then we can do what we do. I'll just tap and go like this somewhere. I took me a little while to get energized. I don't know. I want to feel more calm and feel about it. I think. I'm more confident now. Do it. I'm gonna find my family. Oh, absolutely. I need to do the same. See if I can follow from here first. Hey, Dawson. You want to find out about what he's thinking about when we're coming back on? Thank you.
Let's hear it for your Southern Virginia University Spirit Squad. please welcome back to the field the SVU Marching Knights. Enjoy this performance of their 2019 halftime show, Con Fuego.
Fix this.
Constancio is a sizzling Latin jazz original by Earl J. Fox Jr. and Martin Hurley and features Jacob Barbone on trumpet, meaning this piece is sure to get your body moving. Perfidia was published in 1939 by Alberto Dominguez, a well-known Latin ballad about faithfulness and betrayal. The tune has been performed by a variety of performers, including Desi Arnaz, Benny Goodman, and Andrea Bocelli.
I like standing. I'm a stander. This kills me. I'm up and down. I've been asked golf. You could do that.
You can build like a. You can build something that like just basically latches onto this and it's just propped up so it doesn't stand.
Yeah, I would much rather. I won't stand either. And then we get down again. So we build up and get the camera.
Yeah, and then.
Definitely would like to see it. It would be wonderful if you don't mind. I'll put that on there. That would be great. I'll put that on there. I think we've done pretty well. It's like we're calling games in prison, but I think we just like it out. We're behind bars. We're calling games. As long as you are, huh? That's right.
Fireball was released in 2014 by rapper Pitbull and featured singer John Ryan, a party song with catchy rhythms and classic Latin melodies. The band might just have you yelling out Fireball. Enjoy as the Marching Knights perform the conclusion of their 2019 halftime program with Fireball. Let's hear it for the SVU Marching Knights. We would like to thank our game sponsor, the Buena Vista Subway. Subway, eat fresh.
And we're back for second half action between the Knights of Southern Virginia University and the Red Hawks of Montclair State. And just a quick reminder that today's game on SVU Knights Sports Network is brought to you by Subway. With a location right here in Buena Vista, Knights from far and wide can eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh. And James, that first half had a lot of ups, had a lot of downs for both teams. The Knights played some fantastic defense all the way through, but so did the Red Hawks. And the Knights had some plays where they kind of hurt themselves, shot themselves in the foot with some penalties, and also some unsportsmanlike conduct that really, you kind of argue shouldn't have happened. But you got to be satisfied if you're a Knights fan right now.
I'm thrilled. I was looking at that. We had 5 penalties for only 32 yards total, and that one was 15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct. If we eliminated that one, we had 4 just ancillary. Some they didn't even accept the penalties. They weren't critical. They didn't hurt us terribly. So that's good. Hopefully we won't have any unsportsmanlike conduct or personal fouls in the second half. So we're doing well. They had 5 penalties for 52 yards. But overall, I mean, the numbers are looking good. We have about the same amount of yards passing and yards receiving as does Montclair State. So our offense got clicking. We got moving better. Our defense is holding their own. We got a couple of standouts. We got Joel Bergman with 4 tackles and a half. We've got Justin Mitchell, a new guy with us, 4 tackles for the half. As they were leaving at halftime, we were saying that, yeah, we're in great shape. Normally I'd be jumping up and down, but it's kind of like we're expecting more from our team. You know what I mean? I normally would be going like out of my chair about we're 7-6 ahead at half against Montclair State. I'd be thrilled if you give me that option at the beginning of the game. But that's because I'm watching our team and I say, wow, we can be a lot better. We can eliminate some mistakes, get better blocking up front on the offensive line, defensive line, get a little more stout with a little better linebacker play coming up the middle. We can do so much more. I think that's good. What I'm saying, that's a positive, that we have higher expectation of our guys, and knowing we can come out and play a lot better than we played the first half. I think we've got an excellent chance to win this ball game, and I know Coach Ed thinks so. I know Coach Ed went in and said, we can win this game. It is up to you. I can hear his voice. It is up to you. Now we have to get everybody at the same page. Hats off. Star goes to special teams that half. Man, we need them to play another great half. Let's get a good run back here with special teams. Put us a good field possession. Nothing would be finer to go down, put at least 3 points on the board or 7 here to start the opening half.
And we saw the potential this Knights offense has in this game with that last drive to end the half. Some great passing, which ended up probably being about a third of the passing yards on the stats here for the first half, where they really opened up the playbook. They've had some really smart play calls, some passes to the outside, some great catches from some of our receivers here.
Well, Davis ended up going 11 for 16.
Yeah.
That is solid. That's solid play for our quarterback with our scheme and the plays that are called.
And if you look back a year ago for this Knights offense, having 115 passing yards in that half, that didn't happen.
Right.
That did not happen. I'd be surprised that even happened during the whole game. Because, again, this Knights team is still transitioning from the triple option to a normal offensive attack with run-pass schemes. And so to have that in the first half of the first game, again, against a tough opponent like this, that shows you that you have been doing some great work in expanding your offense and getting your players to buy into this process.
But look at our receivers, too. We have been recruiting now for a spread offense or very different than triple option, and that's starting to pay dividends. I think we can go about 7 deep on our receivers. But throwing out names, I mean, look at some of these great catches. I mean, Cade Knight's done well, but Kevin Adams, unbelievable catch. Told you about that one. That'll be a highlight for us. Akiva, nice little catch. He's got good hands for that little screenplay. Looks good. Cade Nelson. We've got Josh Newman with 4 catches. And Josh, man, he makes it look so easy. He's so smooth. He goes high, he goes low. It doesn't matter. So we've got the receiving core now. We got to get the offensive line to keep working and gelling and get stronger and protect our quarterback a little bit more. We need about another second, and we're going to be deadly in the passing game. And then we do that, Akiva's going to feast for the running game.
He really is. He had 45 yards in the first half. He really grounded out every single yard he possibly could. But now the Knights have 2 returners back, Caden Knight along with number 24, McKendrick Johnson.
Let's have some fun. Right now, man, we can have some fun. Winning is a lot more fun, but let's have some fun and get after these guys in the second half. I love that we get the ball to start off.
Anthony Marinelli, number 47, kicking off, and the second half is underway.
Very returnable, very returnable. Hats on helmets. Let's go.
25.
Oh.
He knew he was running into a wall, but he still ran into it.
Caden is fearless.
He really is.
I will give him that. I don't, many people, if you haven't played football, can't appreciate what it's like. Run full speed knowing you got somebody full speed running back at you. And his whole body just did a flip over 360 smash into another guy.
And he just pops right up.
Held the ball, popped right up.
So now starting off 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This Knights offense that again had some momentum building up at the end of the first half. Hopefully can use some of that to expand this lead.
They had to go in at least with positive feelings, and that's what I'm so grateful they had that. Series before that, I think they would have had their heads down. They went out to half with their heads up.
Akiva wedge in the backfield with Davis Pinkston. Hands off to Akiva. Josh Newman's going to roll out and is over the wide receiver
to the quarterback, to the goal.
A dangerous throw from Josh Newman to Davis Pinkston.
All right, we about gave them Christmas early. It's kind of the right idea, but that defender closed so quickly.
And it took so long for the play to develop.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a play that develops quickly. But this defense is so disciplined. It knows to
They're
stay
staying
at home.
home. Oh, they stay home.
So being 2nd and 10 here.
I'd probably put that play back in my hip pocket a little bit. It's a nice one to come out and start the half, see if you can catch them off guard. But right now, they showed that they're
Having
staying
the same
home.
coach for 37 years definitely pays off.
Well, absolutely. Great play on their part. We almost made a great play, and we dodged the bullet all at once. Direct snap to Akiva.
Now that's going to be about
at number 15. That was a
loss
little
of 1.
Safety blitz. Came in from the outside. Great play.
Number 15, that is Brennan Ray, the sophomore for Woodbine, New Jersey.
I mean, he came in untouched like lightning and just jumped on Akiva's back and rode him down for a loss.
So 3rd and 11, not exactly the way you want to start out offensively for the Knights. Again, after that great drive you had.
Not how we want to start out. So let's see if we can shake something up here. Josh is closest to us on the short side of the field.
Pinkston in the shotgun.
Let's give Davis some time here.
Rolls out to his left side. He's been
Trying to buy
actually
some
really
more time.
accurate.
Ooh.
Doing the double coverage, and so that'll be a 3-and-out for the Knights.
He threw that up a little bit, but it was somewhat safe because it was basically out of bounds. A little bit of a dangerous pass. All right, we came out flat. Didn't make it happen on offense. But, hey, all three phases of the game had to do their part. Defense now needs to come back up their buddies, back up their brothers on the team, and special teams deliver something big here on coverage, and then let our defense take over. And let's get them to go 3-and-out and get the boys the ball again.
Number 84, Logan Beatty, will be punting for the Knights. He's been taking over that responsibility. Jackson Hatch did a lot of that last season, but now he's primarily focused on kickoffs and field goals. And again, he's got a leg. He's got some great punts here today.
Got a whistle blow for the refs. Got a flag. What are we missing? I think they have 12 men on the field. Maybe not. Nope, they got 11. Let's see what the call is.
Looks like they're going to wave the flag.
Yeah. The refs just checking us to see if we're paying attention.
A snap.
Snap, yep. Went off the side of his foot.
Way off, and so that'll be in their own territory. So special teams and offense not starting off the right way for the Knights in the second half.
Yep, defense is going to have to come in and deliver now, Dawson. That's what we need, defense.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks at the Knights' 49-yard line.
Our punter will be fine. He's just got to get a few more reps and get in game shape, you know. He's new to our team. He'll be all right.
Now, you mentioned earlier in the broadcast that there's about 6 or 7 plays in a game that make all the difference.
Absolutely.
There's some plays that defense has made that have made a difference, but there's also some plays they've left on the field. Potential interceptions that they should have caught. There's been 2 times, in fact 3 times actually. Twice those they were just tipped, and one that was right in the hands of the defender.
Right in the hands, yep. Let's see what we got here. Up the middle again. Thankfully, shoestring tackle.
That is number 17 for the Knights, doing a great job there.
Number 17, Joel Bergman.
Joel Bergman.
Joel's having a big game. I'm glad he came down the line. That hole was there again. Holy cow.
He had all the room in the world to
And
run.
I know they talked about this at half. That's probably why Joel was there, but thankfully that shoestring tackle. I mean, got one good hand on the foot, and that was it.
And a gain of nothing as it's 2nd and 10, again on the Knights' 49-yard line.
I think we'll have to pull the linebackers up a little tighter here. Let's go, boys. Come on, pin your ears back. Get after them.
Shaquille Birch with Craig Merkel to his side. Draws back to pass. He's got some pressure.
Oh.
Behind his receiver. That was intended for
That
number
pass is
7.
incomplete.
What I think he was surprised by is that we had the whole entire line was pressured. They came off the ball much stronger than they did the whole first half.
He didn't have much
see
time.
everything moved about 4 or 5 yards, and he had to start running. We didn't even really have a blitz on. We might have had something coming from the other
All
side,
right, Knights
but the
fans,
whole
that brings
pocket
up
kind of just moved and collapsed on him. And apparently he didn't like rolling right and throwing back to his left because very inaccurate pass. Third down right here, baby.
Behind Brian Kowalski. Brian Kowalski, the senior from Wellington, New Jersey. Draws back to pass.
Four-man rush.
And that was Kowalski with
Out
the
of bounds.
reception.
Now they're calling it a catch.
Looks like they're saying he
That's
got
a-
his foot in bounds.
That was a good catch.
So first down at the Knights' 34-yard
third
line.
and long. When we give up that third and long, it gets their offense excited, to get their momentum going. That hurts. We were close. 4-man rush, so we put the men back. You know, we only rushed 4, and we got a little pressure on them, but it just wasn't enough.
The outsides have been easy pickings for the Red Hawks today in the passing game.
We got to keep them out of the end zone and even scoring right here. Got to get stout on D.
They're going to hand off to Merkel.
Got him. There's much
Only
better.
a gain of about 1 yard.
Much better.
At first, it looked like the offensive line had a good surge there, but the defense able to fight back.
Joe was there. Simi was there. They had Simi had thrown his blocker off. Discipline. They stayed right in place. Our line held up.
So 2nd and 9 for the Red Hawks. They have a receiver split on each side.
Logan Beatty's in there, number 84. He's getting some good time on the end there. I think 49 has been out. He hasn't been back in from injury.
They're going to
Same
hand
spot.
it off.
Oh, shoot.
A huge lane for number 32,
I tell you,
Craig Merkel.
When they need yards, they go off a big tackle 66. They're all American.
Tackle is made by
He just crushed us on the inside.
A great lane. The Knights were expecting a pass play as they had a slot receiver out to this near side.
They pulled everybody out and left that wide open. What a great play. Great call. That 66 is everything he's been billed to be. Oh, my goodness. Mr. Gaffney on their team, on Red Hawks.
You see number 1, Jack Welty, the wide receiver from White House Station, New Jersey, kind of giving off the field a little bit.
Got a timeout. Red Hawks.
And so the Knights giving up some big plays here, some run plays. They had a great pass play here on this near side. And so a little rusty for the Knights coming out of the first half.
We were stumbling and bumbling a little bit. And if we somehow can manage just a field goal attempt, Dawson, I feel like we will have weathered coming out and being a little shaky on offense, a little shaky on special teams, defense. Yeah, they played pretty well, but they're bending, but we just cannot have them break on this series. What we don't want to have, and so much of football is emotional, momentum, attitude. What we don't want to have and have them come out, stop us, because that's the game plan they came out with. Stop us 3 and out on offense, which they did. Come out, drive the ball, score a touchdown, and they'll feel like they have complete control of the game. And as good as they are, they would have control of this game. We'd have to really fight back. We need to stop the bleeding here, keep them. If they get a field goal, fine, we can live with that. But we've got to keep them out of the end zone and tighten up. Another pivotal point in the game right here.
1st and 10 on the Knights' 23-yard line. They're within field goal range, or you'd imagine they are.
Come on, D.
So pistol formation.
4-man rush, no blitz.
Take the handoff, rolls out to his left side. He's got some lane to run.
Step up, big hit.
That was a good hit there by number 23 for the Knights. That is Justin Mitchell, the sophomore from Hagerstown Middle.
Good hit.
Justin Mitchell.
12 yards, though.
First down inside the red zone.
So the only thing that plays in our favor here, the field is compressed. We've got 12 and a half yards to work. Defense can tighten up because you don't have to worry about getting beat over the top. Because over the top's only 10 yards. So we can tighten up on the defense, bump in the first 5 yards, and hopefully create a turnover, an interception, sack, cause some fumble, something.
First and down.
Keep them out of the end zone.
First going to hand off to Merkel. He's got some space on the right side.
Much better,
Slips and
much
falls, loss of 1 yard.
Well played. That time we were there.
A little bit fortunate, though. He was able to slip and fall before the Knights could get to him.
Yeah, he planted, but he planted because Joel was there.
Absolutely.
On the outside, somebody staying home on that outside corner.
2nd and 11. The Red Hawks have been marching, and the Knights have been trying to find their footing here in this second half. The Knights crowd getting loud here to support their defense.
Come on, boys. Love to hear the noise. Let's go, team. Come on, D! Run up the middle again. Got him, I think. Got him.
After
Much
about a 3-yard
better.
gain.
Dallin Breen on the bottom, getting off. 52, had him by the feet. Great play, Dallin. Then a little team tackle.
Holding up to a field goal here would be a huge win for the Knights.
3rd and long right here. We hold them to a field goal attempt.
And the Knights have shown that they can get pressure on special teams.
Absolutely. Right here. Fans getting fired up. Let's go. Come on now. Come on. Hold them, boys. I feel like he's going to try a little roll out and pass again. Yep.
Drops back pass. He's got some pressure.
A little pressure. Nice hit. Team tackle. There we go.
And that's going to make it about a 4th and 3.
Excellent. Who's big number 95? Because we don't get to call that lineman that man's name.
Number 95 for the Knights, that is William Smart.
He got the first
Frisco,
hit.
Texas.
He was there, put the smack on him, slowed him up until the team could gather around, rally around. Way to go, 95, baby. 4th down,
And
balls in the middle field.
Number 30. Number 30 is Alama Lulu. Or Lutu, excuse me, a freshman from Boise, Idaho.
Well, what do you say we go ahead and block this field goal attempt? Come on, boys, get all the way to go. Way to go defense, by the way.
Attempting it will be number 47, Anthony Marinelli. Snap, hold, all good, and the field goal is good.
It's good.
So the Red Hawks will take the lead 9-7 with 8 minutes and 47 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. And just real quick, we just want to remind everyone that today's game on the SVU Night Sports Network is brought to you by Subway, with a location right here in Buena Vista. Nights from far and wide can eat fresh.
Dawson, we got to take away with that as a win. We've started a little rough on the beginning of the half. We're not playing our best, but our defense woke up. We got smacked in the mouth on a couple plays, but they woke up, and you started seeing much better position. And I can't tell exactly where the defensive coaches are putting them, but the guys have been adjusted and put in the right place. We got more hats, more helmets on the ball. That one collapse play on the right side hurt us badly, but other than that, they held. We bent, but we did not break. Field goal, we'll live with it. That extra point looms large now. Again, we could get a field goal and take the lead. So giving up 3 points, I don't like it, but I tell you, I feel like we really dodged a big momentum bullet and a big scoring bullet, and our guys can recover here. Love to see us Sales go down, make a great drive, get some confidence build up, eat up some clock, put some yards on that series, and get a field goal or a touchdown and take control again of the game. But I feel like our guys know we can play with these guys.
And the offense had plenty of time on the sidelines to figure out a way to get their offense rolling again. As the Red Hawks are set to kick off, it'll be Marinelli kicking it off for the Red Hawks yet again.
Well, we'll find the play mix, right? The mix of plays last time didn't really execution didn't work. We didn't really make it happen, but I'm feeling like we'll do much better on this series.
Solid kick.
He's going to let it out of bounds. Yep. But we get it 35-yard lines. Nobody can get hurt on that play, basically. We get it at 35, and off we go.
That's a great start for this drive for the Knights. And so again, it'll be Knights ball. We'll see where they position it here.
Mentioned a couple things, Dallin. On the first half, one thing we had called out as attention we needed to prove, we did go 5 out of 10 on our 3rd down conversions. That's a big jump up from our years past. That's excellent. And we were one of our 4th down attempt. So we're, those are stats in the middle of the game you pay attention to, you feel hopeful about, and feel like we can build on and do even better.
Now 1st and 10 for the Knights on their own 35-yard line. Some great starting position for this offense. They're going to hand it off to Akiva Wedge. He doesn't have much of a hole, but he's going to gain about a yard. Again, making the most out of nothing that was there.
Thankful we didn't have a loss. We got a yard out of it. Okay, our line's got to blow off the line come a little stronger. Pinch their men so that we have he doesn't need a big gap, but he does take a little bit of time. He's powerful and strong. He's got good speed, but he needs a little bit of go-go time to get through that hole. And we've got to create a hole and hold it there just a split second longer.
2nd and 9, their own 36-yard line. Hingston drops back to pass. They got some pressure. Set up a wide receiver screen, but it'll fall incomplete. They're going to say it hit the turf, so it'll be 3rd and 9. A well-read play.
It was. Now Davis has got to, he's protecting it, but you cannot put it that high up with a man coming across the middle. It's got to be right at his face, right at his face, even a little bit lower if you have to. It's a quick catch, tuck, and be ready to get hit.
The thing about that, though, if you look at that play, the defensive back flew up and hit the wide receiver right on the hip area. If he hadn't jumped, it might have been the shoulder pad helmet area.
Right,
so possibly crisis averted, but at the same time, incomplete pass, 3rd and 9 in your own territory.
But credit the receiver for sticking in there and taking a hit. 3rd down. No, we've got to put some first downs together.
They really do. They need to get some good play calling here, and they need to get a little creative like they did at the end of the half.
Now, this is a long 3rd down attempt, but we need it right now.
Low snap. Akiva Wedge picking up a block beautifully.
We pick up about 6, but not enough for first down.
Kevin Adams was disappointed in himself for only getting that much, as it is now about 4th and 4.
Good catch on Kevin's part because he had to go where that's where the ball was. We were getting some heat on there, and I think the whole play got cut a little shorter than we wanted it.
It's now be 4th and 4. Now, I don't think a fake punt is out of the realm of possibility here, especially with how the momentum has been going for the Red Hawks offensively. And so if they were to call one, I would not be surprised, but being at this point of the field, you might just want to consider just simply punting it away.
Yeah, we need a big punt on from Logan this time. I think he will. He had a little went off the side of his foot last one. This one's going to be better. A little low snap. He's got plenty of time, though. There it is. Much better. Oh, the ball turned over beautifully. We got him back on his heels. Look at that.
Down near inside the 10-yard line. That's Caden Knight. Caden Knight doing some fantastic work on special teams.
I'm trying to think about high-fiving Dawson. I got so excited. Man, that was a big. I told you Logan was going to come back with a big one. Great punt. And it turned over and sent their. This is where that guy, their returner should let the ball go. He didn't know where he was on the field. So he's catching it, running backwards, and then Caden is just all over like tonight. He's like bees on honey. He is absolutely smothering them on that play. And that is not just flipping the field. We absolutely flipped the field in like a 65-yard fashion.
And gained some momentum with a great play like that. Now being 1st and 10 on their own 11, the Red Hawks will set up shop.
Defense got to deliver, though. We can't be bending for 80 yards here. Come on. 3 and out one time.
And up
big hole. Not bad.
And stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Knights starting off this defensive possession very well with that run stop.
By number 52, Dallin
Dallin read that. Skyler was there. Actually, Dallin must be from the inside. I didn't see Dallin there, but Skyler, 51, I think made the play. He looks great. Oh, there's Dallin. The two of them hit it on the inside. Dallin's reading. We needed him to make some special plays. He has a natural feel for the game where he reads the play, moves his quick, got great feet. We need a couple more. You're right. Absolutely no gain there.
There was even a play that we mentioned in one of the scrimmages earlier this week where Dallin made a play, as that's only a short gain for the Red Hawks.
Great.
We were told that Dallin made a play on defense,
oh, yeah.
but he was not necessarily supposed to be there.
Right.
His coach said that was a great play, but it wasn't yours. So he said, well, I was
there.
Right. Nobody else was, so I'm going to make the play. Whose play is that?
Thankfully he did. Lekka. It's good to hear Lekka's name called. That initial hit was beautiful over there. That was a team, I think it's number 35 again made that first hit. Lekka made the tackle, but 35.
Isaac MacArthur.
Isaac, man. I love calling Isaac's name today.
All right, Knights fans.
Freshman. Isaac came up, closed the gap big time, and held him to just 4 or 5 yards.
3rd and 5 for the Red Hawks. The Knights need a stop.
Shut it down right here. Come on, pressure.
A nice setup pass play for the Red Hawks.
Yeah. Sent that lead receiver went out and kind of rubbed off the defender. That was a good play. I feel good about our defense on that.
They have been able to run that successfully all game long, and in short passing situations, they've really had no trouble with it.
So we've got to figure out, as a coaching staff, you got to figure out what adjustment can you make, and hopefully they talked about it at half. What can you do? The only thing I know to do is you tighten up the coverage. You bump them so you can't get that easy takeoff. You bump them at the line. You got 5 yards to bump them. Bump them once, don't hold them. Bump them once, and then just hang on in terms of running side by side with them, and I hope you don't get beat over the top.
It's a 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Birch has a halfback delay, and that's only going to get about a yard.
I am seeing white shirts flying all over there, so there's definitely a pickup in intensity on our defense.
Now 2nd and 9.
Way to go, Skyler. Eat them up. Skyler made another good tackle. But what you're seeing are bodies flying, trying to fill the gaps. Some of those gaps were just so wide open and lasted so long in the first half. Hats off to them. Good job on the defensive coaches' adjustments, and the players are doing what they need to. Let's keep it up.
Number 13, Kyle Phillips in at halfback for the Redhawks. Birch in shotgun.
We got 30
He's
blitz,
off his
blitz
right
by
side.
30. There's
He's
the
got the
blitz.
pressure.
There you go.
And throws
there
it
you
down.
go.
They're going to call it an incomplete pass, and Birch is not happy. Birch had something to say to the referee.
got to him. Seamy got to him beautifully. That's what we talked about. You got to see it that time, whoever's watching this, let me tell you. That's what we've been hoping for from our speed rusher.
And
Listen, and there was no roughing the passer. Seamy has hands on him. The quarterback still had the ball in his hands.
And he threw it down to the ground.
It's lucky they didn't get an intentional grounding.
And somebody missed their assignment.
Yeah.
Once Birch got up, he was throwing his arms. He was upset.
3rd and long, baby.
9.
We hold them here. This place is going to come unglued. Come on, D.
Rolls out to his right
Come
side.
on, somebody step up. There it is, interception.
An interception. The Knights have it at the Redhawks 34-yard line.
Yes, sir.
Exactly the play they needed. That was
Great
number 32.
defense. Great defense.
Jacob Taloa.
Beautiful play.
Great play by the freshman defensive back.
We got pressure on the QB. Forced down. I mean, we had 4 guys in the middle there. Beautiful
His
play.
first college football game and making a big play like that in the second half against a great team like this. What a great first game for the freshman.
All right, we get to do our sword handoff on the sideline. You remember that from last year. The interception, get a little special award on the side during the game.
Miami Hurricanes have the turnover chain. The Knights have the turnover sword.
That whole series, Dawson, just thrills me on defense. You know, they got that one first down, yes, but that play even was tougher than what had been the first half.
The Redhawks showing an outside blitz here on both sides, and they will do it.
They got it coming. There goes Kiva.
Kiva did a great job of holding on to the football.
Going to the inside was better because he would have been jacked back about 4 or 5 yards.
Akiva had his helmet ripped off during the play, and he was wondering why there wasn't a face mask.
Yeah, well, it's the way it goes sometimes, I'm afraid.
And so Akiva will have to come off the field.
Ball carriers Akiva wedge. No gain on the play.
That's kind of one of those plays when the defense calls a great play against our offensive play, and really getting back to the line of scrimmage is a victory. And we could have easily had a 4 or 5 yard loss.
So 2nd and 10 on the Redhawks 35-yard line.
Cade Nelson, the freshman's in at running back.
They're going to hand it off. He's got a hole.
He got a hole, baby.
He hurdles the defender.
There's that
and
O-line.
gets about 7 or 8 yards on the carry.
Look at big 53 coming off the pile. All of them. Let's see our numbers. Big O-line.
Again, a great run by Cade Nelson.
Johnny Blackman flattened him. We got 62. He flattened the man. 61. All you family members at home, I'm sorry. I'm getting get our offensive line, but I'm calling them out. 76. They did a great job.
They really did.
We'll call them all out here in a second.
We have Caden Knight coming in for Kyle Lord, so they're going a smaller wide receiver set.
Giving Akiva a break, too. That's good. After that big run, that was awesome.
3rd and 3.
Our friend, he's strong, man. He's a strong back himself.
Nice inside route for the Knights inside the red zone.
Dawson, you talked to me about that before the game. You had picked that up before and said, if we want to really have a good passing game, we've got to start coming across the middle. And that was an excellent call, excellent play. First down, you called it. It's what we should do, and we did it. Great job, coaches. Beautiful play.
Great reception by Trey McGarth, number 82, who's had a great game so far as a freshman.
He's a freshman, baby.
So many freshmen making big plays today.
We talked about that. After you go past our seniors, we have almost all freshmen, and they're delivering so far.
So now 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Handing it off to Akiva.
There's a hole. There's a hole.
Gets about a 4-yard carry.
Yeah.
He thought he broke out of there.
He thought maybe his knee didn't go down, but I like the attitude. I like the intensity. And, man, he is not going to go down until he hears the whistle.
Absolutely not. He's very strong.
He's not going to stop.
and he is stout. I mean, I remember last year I would go to the gym here at Knight Sports Arena and play basketball with him, and he's just running over people, you know,
it happened so fast. Yeah, look how fast it happened. That's 6 yards. Almost 6 yards later. And go O-line. Man, right now, keep it up, fellas. You are taking it to their D-line. This was not happening most of the first half.
So 2nd and 5 for the Knights inside the 20. Play action pass, inside route to Josh.
Touchdown! Touchdown, baby! Touchdown!
James Pinkston, the great throw and great catch by Josh Newman.
That was well defended, but my gosh, that ball was on the money.
My goodness. And the Knights respond in the best way possible, getting a great defensive stop, forcing a turnover, and then driving down the field with a great field position and capitalizing with a touchdown.
Capitalizing is key. That play was beautiful. Even the ball was just a little up behind him. Josh's hand. Josh catches anything he touches. If we can just get him the ball. But a great play by Davis, calm, cool, going for 2. Folks at home are looking at going for 2. All right.
They're just going to do the PAT.
No, I'm
Jackson
good with
Hatch.
that. I'd rather do that and pick up a 5-point lead. What a play. Get it up there. Nice.
PAT is up.
Got it.
And it is good. Make it 14-9 in favor of the Knights.
We got some fans standing ovation for special teams, but more importantly for that offense, Dawson. You know, I was complaining a little bit and saying it takes time, we got to be patient. Well, we didn't have to wait long for that O-line to gel that series. They really did. I mean, it's like a whole different O-line.
Absolutely, it really is. And you know, this is a game where last year, a year ago, the Knights lost 24-3.
Right.
And now in this game,
one
year later, they have 2 touchdowns, whereas last year they only had a field goal.
Right. And we want to keep playing steady Freddy, but we're only got 2 minutes until we're in the 4th quarter. So we are playing an excellent game, especially opening game of the season. I know these boys knew they could win, felt they could win, so we're on our way. We got a long ways to go. It's one thing I learned about these NJAC teams, playing them for the last several years, and Montclair State is equal to the task. They can bear down, and they can get serious, and they can get focused, and they can make things happen in all 3 phases of the game. So we have got to keep giving our very, very best. Stay focused. Don't get cocky in the least, because we have got to contain their offense and get their offense off the field and then chew up clock with our offense.
Absolutely. As number 2, Zahir Wilder, number 21, Kason Campbell, back to return for the Red Hawks.
It starts right here again on special teams.
A nice kick by Jackson Hatch. Fielded at the 5.
Come on, everybody stay in their lane. Stay home, stay home, stay home. Get them right there.
He's got some lanes.
Nice.
It needs to be tackled down at about the 24, 25-yard line.
Well done. You cannot ask for better coverage than that. Because it was only, I mean, it was a good kick, but he still got it at the 5-yard line.
Number 35,
we'll live with a 20-yard return and have nothing sketchy happen, no injuries, nothing unusual happen. Great play, and it gives our defense a lot of room to work, to be tight, to hold tough, and let's hope we get another repeat of what we did last series.
And the only flaw for the Knights special teams so far today was the missed field goal right before the half, and it was a long field goal.
Right.
And so, I mean, very few things going wrong special teams-wise. So as a coach in that position, you have to be extremely pleased.
First game of the year, too. We got to keep reminding ourselves. We're looking sharp, looking good at this point in this half. Let's keep it up. Go, D.
And it's crazy because most first games of the year, that's usually where teams struggle the most is special teams.
Absolutely, you're right. That and offensive line, a little bit of pressure. Nice hit.
Fumble. They're going to say he was down, though. Or actually, it was an incomplete pass.
Skyler got the ball. Too bad. I was pulling for Skyler. Would that not have been a great play? More importantly, though, we can't be greedy. What a hit.
Absolutely.
One man stood him up, just like you're supposed to. Second man hit him right in the gut with the ball. And as they say, separated the man from the ball. Can we call out the numbers on that? Do we know who had that? See if our PA announcer.
It looks like it'll be 2nd down and 10. One thing that I have noticed throughout this game, and this is a comment to the Red Hawks of Montclair State. We talk about how disciplined of a team they are.
Yes.
Old style, old-fashioned kind of teams will have the center go back and yell huddle, right? And actually announce that. That's what Michael DeSano's been doing all game for this Red Hawks team. And so you just see that discipline, even though the Knights had a fantastic defensive play against it.
Didn't seem to shake them up particularly well. All right, somebody pressure right there.
Merkel had a nice reception there. Taken down after about a 11-yard gain.
Yeah, to give him a good mark. Everybody played so well, and that's we gotta hold our hope on the line. The only reason I think it should be because he had all day back there.
New man, downfield, number 64, the offense.
We'll take that.
The
Because
center.
he's back there so long. And again, I think the play had to be for one of those deeper receivers, but we had him covered up so well, he ended up checking down, dumping down to the running back. But the play had taken so long at that point, his line was already running down blocking.
And that was number 64, Michael DeSano, who we just discussed here, the center for the Red Hawks. And so it'll be about 2nd and 15.
So we had to take advantage of this. When you're a defensive mindset now, you say, okay, they just gave us a break, take full advantage. It just you took away a first down for themselves.
Birch in the shotgun. Merkel in the backfield. He's going to roll out, set up a screen here.
Good,
And
well
a
handled,
great tackle by
handled.
Leek Apodaca.
They did get 6. They did get 6 yards, but well played.
Leek having a great shoelace tackle that saved an even further gain. So it'll be a 3rd and 9.
Way to go get him, Lecca.
And number 95, William Smart.
Shout out to his family, right? Oakland? Is it Lecca?
Oakland, California,
Lecca.
yeah.
I hope the whole family's there today. We're thinking of you. Need to hear you cheer so loud we can hear you back here in BV. Go, family.
That was also number 95, William Smart, in on the tackle as well.
Right here, guys. 3rd and 9. This
1
is
minute left in the third
right
quarter.
where you want them. So let's see if we take advantage. Let's see what the defensive coaches dial up for this. I think we're going to be training with 4 rushing.
An interception!
Go, hold the ball. Whoa,
That
baby,
is number 54.
Oh,
Caleb
baby!
Sturgis, the freshman linebacker from Noble, Oklahoma.
Out of the way, what's his name?
That was Caleb Sturgis.
Caleb Sturgis. Caleb, baby.
Another huge stop for this Knights defense.
That was a team interception. Did you really see there was nobody around there? We had 4 down linemen. We got to give them standing O. 4 down linemen put pressure on. No blitz required.
That's the 2nd straight possession that the Red Hawks have had where a freshman defender from SVU has helped them turn the ball over.
Make the big play, but hats off, great play. He looked it in like a receiver. Well done. Held on to it when he got
read
hit.
Birch's eyes perfectly on the play.
He did. And we put the heat on. 4 men were putting the heat. His pocket was collapsing. 4 men were putting the heat. If we get pressure on him with 4 linemen, then we got a good chance here today. We really do. Because our defensive backs are doing the job and linebackers doing the job.
Looks like a delay of game.
Okay, so this is about us.
Southern Virginia.
Good coaching. Coaches called the time. They saw it. And see, your back referee's looking at the clock. That's his job.
Right.
Down on the sideline, our coaches aren't dumb. They saw it ticking down, and we weren't even to the line of scrimmage, called a timeout. So, waste of timeout. Hopefully won't need it at the end of the game. But great job on the coach's standpoint to keep from getting a 5-yard penalty.
And now both teams are left with 2 timeouts remaining in this second half with 45.3 seconds left in this third quarter. The Knights up by 5 and in great position to extend that lead. And with that, we want to remind you guys that this game is brought to you by Subway. And we have a local Subway here in Buena Vista, Virginia, so a Knight can go there and eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh. So now here the Knights have 1st and 10 at the Red Hawks.
Opportunity time.
26-yard line.
Yep, opportunity time right here. 26. That's all we need. 26 yards. Steady Freddy.
Play off here.
Going for it right off the bat.
A deep toss.
He got it. He
And
got it.
that's a touchdown. Kevin Adams.
No flags. No flags. No
Oh
flags.
my
No
goodness.
flags. No flags.
You have got to be kidding me.
Wait, baby. Holy cow, Davis dropped it in. Do you remember us watching him warm up today? He was dropping them in that same pass.
Oh my goodness.
And Kevin beat his man, had a step on him, and then looked it in. I don't even know how Kevin saw the ball. The defender was right there. Looked it in, got around the corner, touchdown.
My goodness. Davis Pinkston is 14 of 21.
Whoa! But that was, man, that's
with
a
178 yards and 1 touchdown. Excuse me, 14 of 26.
no interceptions. But he dropped that. We saw him warming up, folks. We saw him warming up, and he kept dropping them in like that, practicing.
And you can feel on the sidelines right now.
Okay, we were moving on the line. Guy pulled up early. We're going to have to back up 5 yards to attempt another.
Which saves Jackson Hatch a little bit because it was off the upright.
Was it?
Ball.
Gosh.
Star.
Yeah.
Offense.
But Davis was practicing that. I mean, we saw it and we go, man, if he could do that live action, we might have a quarterback here.
That was a beautiful drop.
That's probably one of the best I've ever seen at this school. Honestly.
That's one of the most difficult passes to get to actually drop into the breadbasket like that.
All right, Jackson.
So
No problem.
Only one play after the turnover, too. My goodness.
Well, I love the play call. That we went for the jugular in that first time where they're shook up and shoot.
Low snap.
All right, go down, hold the ball. All right, so we just gave up a point that they gave up. Now we got
And 2 penalty flags on the field. Looks like Stephen Wallace thinking it's unnecessary roughness.
We're going to find out. That's really unusual to see a penalty after this play. You know what I mean? A busted play. But you got to remember, our kicker's tough, and I'm hoping, gosh, if it's against us, I will not be happy because we're going to advance the ball for them. Anyway, that's okay. We'll shake it off. We shook it off. 1 point. Sorry we lost it. We lost that opportunity, but we'll get it. We'll get some more points. But holy cow.
Discussing things right now.
I can tell you this. You have to think about the mentality. Montclair State did not expect to be in this position.
No.
Remember, they've beaten us 5 times in a row. We've won 0. We were at the lower end of the scale in NJAC. They beat us 24-3 last year. Hey, they just not expected to be in this position. I still say we're basically getting ready to be in the 4th quarter. They could do a lot of damage in 1
We will
quarter.
have to face 52 defense.
Oh, baby. They're going to give us another chance. See, that's like our unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Some penalties are just stupid. And for them, their coaches aren't going to be happy with that. Because they just gave us a
frustration.
chance. Yeah,
like
it's frustration.
They weren't expected to be in this situation.
But again, I go back to that play call. Great call on the pass because they're on their heels. They didn't expect to be out there playing defense again.
Right.
They're shook up. This doesn't happen to them. And it's happening to them. And then to nail them like that right between the eyes on that, great play call. I mean, we got to give some credit.
And on the flip side of that, coaches. You look at the sidelines for SVU right now. You could tell coming to this game, they knew it was a tall order to fill today.
Yeah,
they knew
absolutely.
Montclair State is a very tough, very well-coached and disciplined team. And so for them to be up 20-9 right now with PAT pending, you can tell they're starting to believe a little bit.
Absolutely.
They're starting to buy in.
Yes. Yeah, I think that whole offensive series, I think the coaches are buying in. I think that's why they made that call. I think they were confident in Davis and confident in the team that we deliver it. All right, let's get this.
So they're going for a
two
conversion
Yeah, we're
here.
so close. Got him. Josh got it. He is amazing.
Great catch.
How did he come away with that?
He's got such strength in his hands.
The defender had his hand in there, and he was fighting. Gosh, I hope y'all see it. I'm sorry we don't have replay, guys. Watch it again later. But he had a defender in his hand, had their hand on the ball on the inside of him. But his hands were so strong and so good, he held on to it, ripped it, and still stayed. He didn't lose control, and then he's got it.
He really did not. So far today, he has 5 receptions, 53 yards, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. And he's gotten those receptions, again, with just the sheer strength of his hands.
They're so good. They're strong and just so good. I mean, it's like he's got just a tender, sensitive hand and the strength. But that defender played that well.
So now the Knights up by 13 with just 36.3 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. The Knights really have a chance to keep pushing the envelope, keep pushing it. The past 2 possessions for the Redhawks have been turnovers. And so you got to think, they're thinking a little conservatively now. They got to make sure that they don't turn the ball over, and they're going to be a little bit timid.
Sure. So last year, how many games, we have to go back and look, how many games did we win the turnover battle? Not a lot.
Right.
Turnover battle is so critical. And right now, we're winning that battle. And the percentage is really high. You get good teams playing. If you win over the turnover battle, you win roughly 80-85% of all games if you win the turnover battle. And right now, we're in that position. So the defense ought to be coming out with their hair on fire.
Absolutely.
Pants on fire. Let's go.
Jackson Hatch with a very high
It's a chip shot, but that's good. Watch out. We got him. Little
and a pitch back.
Beautiful. Do it again. Nice.
Well defended play. That was
nice.
number 45 for the Knights. Colby Hyder, the freshman from Roosevelt, Utah.
Walk away. 29. Walk away. We do. Our players a little extra juice, and you like the extra juice, but we have a little extracurricular activity on one play, and thankfully we didn't get a flag. Great, man. Our special teams. If I could, I might have to buy them ice cream today after this game. Playing out of their heads.
You know, right now, although it's not the 4th quarter yet, if you were to hand out MVP right now, it would be the special teams unit.
Absolutely.
The entire special teams unit.
And Davis, I think. And Josh.
Davis.
I don't know. It might have to be about 3 or 4.
Yeah,
they have absolutely come to play.
We still have 28.8 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. The Redhawks have the ball at their own 21-yard line, down by 13.
All right, defense. Another steady series here. Let's get them.
Roll to his left side. Well covered.
Skyler's got him pinned in back there. There goes Dallin. Dallin, get him, buddy.
Birch has got some athletic ability. He's going to run for it.
Don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him.
He's going to get some good yardage there, about 6 yards in the carry.
Man, Kevin Benjamin, our big boys were trying, our big linemen were trying to chase him. At least they,
Jaquil Birch, the quarterback for the Redhawks, he's an athletic guy. He hasn't shown it a whole lot today. He's decided to be more, or I guess the game plan has been for him to be more of a pocket passer, but he has the capability to take off and run if he needs to.
Yeah, we had, and that was a breakdown in the end. We did man, our line is putting the heat on them. Our defensive backs are covering the play. That's why he had to run for his life on the right side. And yeah, he's good. He made 5 yards out of it, but I liked how our defense looked. Looks like they called, that's in the fourth quarter. I love how our defense looked there. We gave up 5 yards, yes, but man, it was a broken play. He's running for his life. I'll take that. I'll take that.
And the big thing about that the Knights have kind of struggled with today is the coverage was spot on.
Yeah.
That's the reason he had to hold off for so long, because he had nowhere to go with it.
And that makes us feel better because to start the game, it's like we tighten our defensive backs, thankfully. And they're smothering them. Whereas remember how at the beginning, it was like 10 or 12 yards. Anytime it was there for them because we were coming up on backing up 7, 8, 9 yards to the receivers. And they were just eating us for lunch. Thankfully, we made adjustments, and they're just executing. Now, 15 minutes to go. We're in fourth quarter. We actually have control of this game. And defense, we've counted on them for the last 2 years desperately. And here's where we can show our defense can give a big thank you to the offense and get these guys off the field without any points in this series.
Now the Knights just need to have no mental lapses here in this fourth quarter. You have a 13-point lead. Your defense is playing stout. You're getting great pressure. And like we were talking about, the coaches have more confidence in their defensive backs and their cornerbacks to get tighter pressure on the receivers. Play the smart ball.
Yeah.
Get the ball back.
We're doing this with our 2 best defensive backs, too.
Exactly.
So we're getting depth, learning, and experience right here.
Neil Davis and Albert Green not able to perform in today's game, and yet this Knights defense is still looking stout as ever.
Plug it up. Plug up that middle. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Only 1 yard for the Redhawks. Make it 3rd and 4.
So much improved. The Redhawks by the way, Dallin, the Redhawks dominated us. Crushed us the first half on that offensive line in terms of big holes. I mean, we know big 66 All-American, but their whole line was manhandling us. That was such a big play on second down to give us this third down opportunity. Long 3, about 4 yards.
Now
Come on,
down
D.
and 4.
Come on!
The Redhawks have been in this exact same position the past 3 possessions. This past 2 times have been turning the ball over. The Knights need to make a stop again. Merkel up the middle. He's got the first down, and he's pounding away with 4 defenders around him.
That's a good run right there. Good run. That time they did open up the hole.
Merkel and Akiva Wedge have that in common, where they don't go down after the first hit. They keep pressing and pushing.
And they can feel contact coming, and you've watched they lower their shoulders about 2 or 3, 4 inches. They're getting ready because in their minds they know they're not going down on the spot. They're going to get hit, and so they're going to get another couple of yards.
So much needed first down for the Redhawks.
It was. Good run, good play, but we got to stop them now. That's all right. I mean, we're making them earn it, baby. There's no quick, easy yards right now.
First down and 10 at their own 36-yard line in the shot or the pistol formation.
He's throwing the ball, so let's get somebody going for it deep. And he's
wide open down the middle.
I don't know what happened there. They had 2 receivers wide open.
Blown assignment. That was number 21, Kasich Campbell, on the reception into Knights territory.
2 wide open receivers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened. We had a missed assignment, though, team. All right. Make it up right here. We got to get some pressure. Turn them over. Got to hold them at least to a field goal attempt. Keep them out of the end zone.
And they're going to speed up the offense a little bit.
Yep. Again, you cannot expect this team to fold.
Ralph McClain on that run.
Good run. Solid 5 yards. So we got to get stout. And our coaches got to wake up a little bit and give us a little extra juice, a couple extra plays.
Although I love what the Redhawks are doing here. They had the big momentum play, and they did not want the defense to react or, I guess, get some time to recuperate. So they sped it up, got a good playoff, and a solid 6-yard gain.
6 yards, yeah. But we got to wake up. We got to get him off the field.
Joseph Whitmore, number 99, coming into the game for William Smart.
Somebody close the hole right there.
Plug that middle hole.
All right, 3rd down, 2.
Now I mentioned Joseph Whitmore. He's actually an old friend of mine. We both served in Los Angeles, California as missionaries.
Yeah.
He showed up on campus 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And
he's a big boy.
He's a big boy. Very aggressive defender.
Tough.
To plug up the middle, that's exactly what they need.
We do. We need somebody to plug up. Way to go. Love for him to get his opportunity here. He'll just get better if he's only been here 2 weeks. We'll get him in the flow of things. He'll get himself on the game. But right now, we need to plug up the middle. Come on, let's drop them in their tracks.
3rd down and 2.
It's 4 down territory. They might go for 4 down, but let's make them earn it right here. Come on, D. Big play.
Fake the handoff here,
roll
play
out.
action.
Interception.
An interception. Another turnover.
Go down with the ball. There we go. Holy smokes. 2-3, 2-3.
Justin Mitchell.
Justin, holy
coming in
cow.
here. So many young
Mr.
players.
Mitchell.
My goodness, the underclassmen caused the turnovers today.
Oh, big man down.
My
Hold on.
goodness. We have a player down on the field.
We'll wait for him.
Number 77, Cameron Smith, the sophomore offensive lineman from Bridgeton, New Jersey, for the Red Hawks down on the field.
Yeah, they're checking on him. He's moving a little bit, but it might just be his leg. We'll see. What a play.
My goodness. And
what
at the exactly right time, the Red Hawks were gaining momentum offensively. They had the big play, first down play coming into the red zone territory. But man,
we've got some good play call. We blew something on that big play. But hey, they made up for it in the biggest way possible. The biggest way possible, they made up for it.
That's the nice.
Golly,
we'll have
awesome.
the ball back. Looks like Cameron Smith will be able to walk off the field under his own power.
Yep, good job. Yeah, that's good. Hope it's just a cramp or something. Good to see him walk off.
And so really quick while we have this time, we just want to, again, thank our sponsor for today. This game is sponsored by Subway, your local Subway here in Buena Vista, Virginia. And make sure to eat fresh. Nights from all over, go to Subway and eat fresh every day.
All right.
First
now
and
let's
10
play
for the
smart,
Knights.
move the ball, hold on to the ball, and let's get a couple first downs here.
Now on their own 15-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Akiva Wedge. He's got not a whole lot of room, but he's still going to get about 3 yards.
Nice. That was a good run.
Now here, what you want to do if you're the Knights, you have a safe 13-point lead. If you can, just run up the gut as much as possible. Burn some time. You want to make sure that the Red Hawks don't have enough time to make a comeback here.
Absolutely, absolutely. They got a pause. And
so it looks like we had a player down the field, but able to get back up, and so it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Knights. Now 14 seconds left on the play clock. The Knights just make sure to take their time here, as we're now under 12 minutes left to play. They got to hurry up and snap the ball, and they do in time. Davis Pinkston takes it himself, and he's going to get about a 2-yard gain, make it about 3rd and 4. Closer to about 3rd and 5.
Keeper, gain of 2 on the play.
And Davis has shown that he is capable of running the ball in times of need. And so it'll be 3rd down again and 4. Approaching 11 minutes left to play. Talk about some rushing, and Akiva Wedge leads the game now with 53 yards on 17 attempts. And Davis Pinkston has 169 passing yards for 3 touchdowns. As he drops back to pass yet again. And that's going to be a 1st down play for the Knights. That's going to be number 82.
That ball is complete.
Trey
82,
MacArthur.
Trey
MacArthur again. An athletic receiver coming in here, making some big catches today for the Knights, expanding some drives,
First down.
and really just helping them build momentum offensively. Now getting into the 10-minute mark. You can expect the Knights just to continue to wind down the clock here and make sure to take away every opportunity from the Red Hawks to come back here. Now, as you see each play, they're winding down the play clock as much as they possibly can. Cade Nelson on the carry, and he'll get about 3 yards. And again, you'll take that all day long. 3 to 4 yard carries that just move you down the field, burn some time clock. You can't really complain about that much at all.
Gain of 3 on the play.
It's now to be about a 2nd down and 6. And now we're at 10 minutes left to play in this 4th quarter. Love the strategy here. Again, burning clock. Cade Nelson still in the backfield for the Knights. We're going to hand it off to him yet again. He's got a little bit of room. He gets about another 4-yard carry.
Cade Nelson up the middle again.
Cade Nelson before that carry had about 15 yards on the game, so it makes it about 20 yards for him today. Coming in to give Akiva Wedge some relief as he's had a lot of the rushing load today. And the play clock in there again, in no hurry whatsoever for the Knights. They're going to hand it off to Akiva Wedge. He's got a little bit of wiggle room there, but not a whole lot. Maybe gaining half a yard, if that. And so that'll bring it to 4th down and about
Akiva
1.
Wedge, no gain on the play.
Oh, boy, we need that, Dawson. But 8 minutes, 48 seconds, that first down is so big. We have our own. Yeah, we aren't going to be able to get it on this one. But we really have this game up to ourselves. If we could run the clock out or grind up some time.
Phenomenal job just then. When they got the ball back,
yeah,
there was 11 minutes, 30 seconds left. They wound down a whole 3 minutes off the clock with just that short little drive.
I'll tell you what, their defense is going to start feeling it a little bit. We're making them play. All those turnovers are. Get rid of it. They all came. Great job getting rid of the ball.
Very short punt.
Watch this. They hit him. We got it.
It came off of number 4.
Josh Newman.
My goodness, number 4, Mike Monzo Lewis.
I was just going to say, once in a while when you get a really kind of low screamer kick, they threw the whole kitchen sink at him, right?
My goodness.
And it was a low screamer. He was smart to get it off. And the receiving team, they just turned their back on the ball.
And no one called that it was a short punt.
No, it ran up his
bouncing,
back.
It went off his back, and the Knights were able to make the smart play.
Well, Josh was all over it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like our guys watched it. Once they saw it coming in, they knew something hot could happen. Holy cow.
Talk about a change of attitude right there, a change of momentum. I mean, the Knights were having a good solid drive, but you saw the stop from the Redhawks. They felt good. They're like, okay, we can get some good drives in here, but now the ball goes right back to the Knights inside Redhawk territory.
This is a momentum crusher for them and a huge uplift for us. Let's make the most of it.
He's going to roll out to his right side. Davis Pinkston throws it deep.
Nobody's going to get it. That's all right. Nobody's going to get it.
Smart out of bounds.
That's the only thing we do when we throw that. It stops the clock.
Absolutely.
So we got to think a little bit about control management.
Well, you can't blame him for taking the shot.
No, it's, again, same concept.
Absolutely.
Take the shot after a big turnover while they're shook up. Defense is back on the field. Defense can't believe they're back on the field. See, you don't. If you're a player, you come off the field, you're trying to get you did your job, you're feeling good. Holy cow, we're back on the field.
And it takes away the much-needed break that they wanted because they were getting runned on 4 yards a carry.
Yes.
Very tiresome. And so they have to be right back out here and defend yet again. Hand it off to Akiva Wedge.
There you go, Akiva.
He gets
nice
about 4
run,
yards
buddy.
in that carry.
Man, he got, yep.
Akiva Wedge.
Bring it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's do it again.
25-yard line.
It's a 3rd down and about a long 5 for the Knights. And with 7.5 minutes left to play in this game, I mean, the Knights, they just need to get a little bit further into field goal territory, get a field goal fall, make it 25-9, and almost make it sort of out of reach.
You know, that's a two touchdown score with 2 extra points. I mean, 2-point conversions for both of them. So yes, we can really put a hurt on them.
Ran off around the outside.
Spread, cut up. Oh, good coverage. Ooh, way to hold on to the ball.
I tell you what, the Redhawks have really covered the outside so well today. I mean, they have not been fooled, not once.
But I do love our coaches. They're not. They've got the concept here. They're running the last 2 plays, and it just eats up the clock. So what do we have? The Redhawks have 2 timeouts. You know, that's going to get eaten up pretty quickly. So you just take the clock all the way down each time. The play clock, take it down right before the snap. Run the ball again here. I really think they can. What is it, 26-yard line? Run up the middle, get 3 or 4 yards. If we don't get a first down, we don't get a first down, but you field goal range.
You pin them also. If you don't get the first down, you pin them.
And you've absolutely eaten up the clock to boot, right? We're going to throw it, though. Oh, pass interference. Oh, man, how do you not call that?
The flag comes in.
It has to be somewhere, yes.
As
He
you
tackled
shoved
him.
before the
Yeah,
ball
he
even
shoved.
got there. So the Red Hawks will give the Knights a birthday present here on
Tell you
Saturday.
what, we're kind of looking like the experienced team, and they're looking like the inexperienced team. I mean, they're kind of folding here a
Well,
little
when
bit.
you're used to the success that Montclair State has had for so long against a team like SVU,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
there's a
foreign
little
territory.
frustration.
Yeah, this is foreign, especially against us. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm just saying, it's human nature
Right.
to be, no matter what you might tell a team, but you come out here and you still think, oh, we beat these guys so easily for 5 straight times. Thankfully, it's a different game today, and we have played this second half has been just out of this
Phenomenal.
world.
So now 1st down and 10,
All 3 phases of the game.
18-yard line. The Knights have a new set of downs. Fake the handoff.
Go,
He's
baby,
got
go,
some room
baby.
to run. He's at the 10. Out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Again, that's
Beautiful
number 82, Trey MacArthur.
You know what I appreciate? Maybe I'm getting old. I appreciate some younger coaches because let me tell you, they're not satisfied with trying to run the clock out and squeeze a victory. They are trying to just absolutely take this victory.
We have a defender down on the field. He was limping off a little bit, but decided to fall to the floor.
It looks like it's a calf. It looks like he's holding his calf. It's probably just a cramp at this point, hopefully.
Number 24, Zach Zaccone, a sophomore from Verona, New Jersey.
He's sitting up. He's looks like he's holding his calf a little bit, so I think he'll be all right.
Injury timeout here.
Yeah, they're stretching him out like a cramp. But holy cow,
Eat fresh.
they are going for the win, right? I mean, I
They really
love
are.
this attitude.
They don't want to simply bide time, right? They
To try to hope and hang on to a victory.
They have had games, like last year even, where they felt like they had the game, and then there was too much time left for the opposing team, and there was too little score to overcome.
Right, we just ran down the middle a couple times, boom, boom, punt.
Right.
Might be a bad punt, might be a block punt, yeah.
The coaching staff opting away from conservative play calling, and they want to put games away. They don't want to just escape. They want to put them away.
Absolutely, doggone right. That's a beautiful, beautiful play. That wasn't an easy catch, too. He's twisting around, that ball moving around. There's 2-4 walking off. There you go, good job. That's good to see. All right, Dawson. We've got 6:13 to go. 1st and goal, 8 yards to go.
And so with that last passing
A little less
play,
than 8.
Davis Pinkston has 217 yards on the day.
Keep it up.
Well, actually, excuse
Again,
me.
he's played great. No INTs. Let's control this ball, control the clock. Clock's counting down. See, this is what, good coaching. Look, nobody's even get position. We got 20 seconds for the clock to go down. So you don't snap that ball
They're
until
gonna
that play
use
goes.
all the time
Well,
that
we
they
did this
want.
time. They didn't that time. I think they tried to surprise them. Look at Akiva just not wanting to go down. All right, now we got to play like we've been here before, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Everybody have keep your emotions in check. No stupid fouls or penalties. Play smart, play hard. Hold on to the ball for your life. Life depends on it. Hold on to the ball. So we're going to run the clock down. We got 16 seconds. Last time they actually snapped it with 14 seconds. I think they were trying to catch him off guard.
So now
Personally,
2nd down and 6. I guess 2nd down and goal at the 6-yard line.
yeah, this is much better now. We're running it all the way down. Eat up that clock. Come on, let's go ahead and get a score.
Hand off to
He's
Akiva Wedge
got
on the
it,
outside. He's got the edge.
I'm
Into
telling
the
you,
end
he's
zone.
got it.
Touchdown,
Attaboy,
Akiva
Akiva. You are not going to tackle Akiva going full speed.
My goodness. This Knights team's on a mission today.
74. I don't blink his name. Grady. Oh, that left side of the line. They absolutely sealed the line.
They really did. Again, yes, you said it right. Grady Sammy, the senior from Colorado Springs, Colorado. He actually was a transfer from Southern Utah University. Gets the great seal block.
My gosh, that
Give
whole
Akiva
side
Wedge
was
just enough
blocked
room.
off. And Akiva doesn't need much.
No, he does
You knew
not.
that one man, defensive back, wasn't going to stop him from getting in the end zone.
Now up 28-9. They're showing the 2-point conversion capability.
I would
yet
go
again,
for 2, right? Go for 2 because that takes it 21. Oh, shoot. Don't hesitate, whoever that is.
And so it'll be an
that's all
unsuccessful
right.
2-point conversion. I said it wrong earlier. I said that Pinkston had 217 yards. He had 184 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now Akiva Wedge has 65 yards and a touchdown.
Well, his 65 have been beautiful yards. All right, way to go. I'm not sure where our fans kind of fall asleep, but way to go offense. Holy cow.
With 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game, the Knights up 28-9.
I kind of feel like I need to wake up. This is kind of beyond my wildest expectation or dreams today.
This is beyond a lot of people's expectations today. I mean, you look at the projections for the ODAC conference coming up this year.
Yeah.
They listed Southern Virginia University as 9th out of 9.
And ODAC really should give us, they're more of our peer colleges, as we said, universities. I tell you, this bodes very, very well for the season. And we just got to be smart, play good defense here, make them earn every yard, and put this game away here in this next series. This next defensive series, we can put this game away. You might think it's put away now, but you don't ever trust anything.
You never sleep on anybody,
You
especially
don't.
a team like Montclair
No,
State.
you do not. They can score so fast in so many ways.
So now Jackson Hatch will kick the ball off for the Knights. We'll have some different return men for the Montclair State.
What we want to have here, again, we want to just keep them somewhere in this 30-yard area. You just don't want that big run back, anything crazy to happen to get them all fired up and give them hope.
Right.
I hate to say it, but you want to dash their hopes and keep them dashed.
Back for the Redhawks is number 86, Zach Lewis, along with number 83,
Good pop-up.
Clarence Wilkins.
Got him to the corner. Got him to the corner where we want them.
Gets it about the 8-yard line.
Everybody stay put. Stay put. Nice coverage.
Tackle at about the 30-yard line. That was
Perfect.
Lika Apodaca.
There you go, Leka. Good coverage.
And so now the Redhawks will start the possession at their own 30-yard line with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left to play. So you can expect them to pull out some of their quick passing plays.
Absolutely.
Just open up the playbook completely.
Surely they have a hurry-up offense we're getting ready to see.
And, of course, the Knights defense is going to be expecting such a thing.
Now, this is when we do play back a little bit. We make them chew up yards. Give them a few yards at a time. You can live with it.
You cannot give up the big play
Exactly.
right here.
This is the time to protect against the good play, the big play.
Birch in the backfield. Drops back to pass. He's got some pressure
Good
around the
pressure,
edge.
good pressure, good pressure.
A good block by Merkel
Somebody
makes it so
come
he can
up.
run up.
Just push.
And finally, Simi Mwale able to bring him out of bounds after a great
Simi
first down
came from
run.
all the way the other side of the field for that one.
And Merkel able to get the great pickup block on number 44 for the Knights, the defensive end. That is Connor Christofferson, the sophomore from Park City, Utah.
So defensively, you've got to put a spy. You got to put a spy on the quarterback. He can run too much. We got to get one spotter. Somebody's got to be responsible for the quarterback.
Birch pump fakes, throws low and out of the way. A smart throw from the veteran quarterback. There's a penalty flag on the field.
That's not a good spot. So that's
They
going
might
to
be
be pass
calling
interference probably.
It looks like they will be calling an SVU. Number 17 then on the play, Joel Bergman.
Yeah, that's a hard one to swallow, but
Pass interference.
got to get up and take it.
17, spot foul, first down.
I really believe I think that's the first penalty in this half for us, if I'm not mistaken.
If not, it's one of the very few that
They
they
have
have
played
had.
superior clean ball, and I'm not so sure on that one. I'll still going to replay, but tighten up now. Don't give them momentum. Simi's got him.
And he's got him down for the sack.
Oh, yeah.
A great play from Simi Mwala. They expect big things from him this year.
That's what we wanted. He got to come off just free off the. He was kind of moving casually out there, like he went. All of a sudden, when he knew they were getting a snap, he turned and went.
He was looking like Von Miller or Khalil
my
Mack
gosh.
out there. My goodness, he got out there so fast.
Talking to the defensive line coach, defensive back coach, that this is what they had. They were excited because they see me develop some last year. He's been, he was a great offensive player for us for a while, but just kind of needed to move to defense. We needed his talent last year. Last year he did well because of his natural talent. This year, I know the coaches told me how hard he's worked. He's gotten disciplined. He's remembering his keys. He's doing the things he should. But this is what we wanted him for. That speed rush on the edge and perfect timing. It kind of reminds you a little bit of one-year game last year when Leka got to put a couple games away for us with a sack. But that's what we've been designing and hoping for, and couldn't have happened at a better time.
Absolutely.
Especially after that pass interference call.
Absolutely. You mentioned him being on offense. For those of you who don't know and are watching this broadcast, Simi Mwala was actually the running back for Southern Virginia University
Absolutely.
just 2 seasons ago.
Yes.
It's nice. He's done the transition to the defensive line and the now outside pass rusher and using that speed that he had at running back to his advantage.
And he's just so talented. He's probably if not the best, he's one or two, or he might be the best athlete on the team.
So now it's second down and about 17 for the Redhawks. after that sack by Simi Mwala.
All right, boys, be strong, be strong. Play smart.
Back pass.
Hey, turn around, 31, turn around.
A great catch for the Redhawks. That is number 21, Kason Campbell. He's been the reliable receiver for them all game long. Now it's about 4 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game, and they are in red zone territory.
Yeah. Foster, yeah, he's a freshman. He got pulled out there a little bit deeper. He was, again, we're missing our two very best defensive backs. So these guys have done great subbing in and playing for the number ones today. Good play. He was there to make the tackle at least. Again, we can give up a few yards. We just got to keep them, make them earn a few more and burn off a couple more minutes here. For us, it is an advantage, as I said before, when we get down this end. We've compressed the field now. You don't have to worry about that big over-the-top play. We can play a little tighter, and that young freshman doesn't have to get so far away from the player to worry about going over the top. So let's see what we got. I feel very confident in our
3
defense.
minutes and 56 seconds left to play. Still up by 19, the Knights are. Jaquil Birch tries to set up a screen.
Oh, good screen. Come up. Nice
Merkel
tackle.
with it.
Nice tackle. They got him.
Looks close to a first down.
It is, but the clock keeps ticking.
That's
Did he get
Skylar
out of
Cloward
bounds?
on the tackle.
By number 51, Skylar Cloward.
Skylar is, so we don't call his name all the time, I'm telling you, but we probably should. He's in on every play in some way, shape, or form. It's so good to have Skylar
Third
out
and
there.
1, quick tempo, and that's an easy touchdown for the Redhawks.
Now, we didn't want to make it that easy for him.
Number 7, Brian Kowalski, the senior from Wellington, New Jersey, able to get the quick route, and the Redhawks taking advantage of their quick tempo.
Yeah, I really felt a lot better if they scored with about 2 minutes to go. But we gave, I think, a little too much time, in my opinion.
Now, what makes this interesting here is that you'll have a point after, or you'll have a two-point conversion attempt, which looks like they'll go for 2. But you really have to watch for the onside kick. You absolutely have to watch.
Absolutely, it's coming. I think you can bank on it.
Yeah.
It's coming. Come on, let's shut this down just for good measure, defense. Shut them down. Come on, show some fire.
Birch all
Play
alone
smart,
in the
play
backfield,
smart.
goes out to his right,
Somebody step up on him. There you go.
and no good.
That means, I'm telling you, people, that means a lot.
The defense read that so well, defended it so well. There's nobody open for Birch to
Absolutely.
get it to.
It's just good. It's good emotionally. It's good for the team. The team to be fired up on the defense. Way to hold them. Excellent defense. 13-point lead. 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Look for the onside kick. We put our good hands people up front. Get it. That happens. We're going to get the ball about the 50-yard line.
Special teams has done so well today, so you can expect that their hands team is ready and prepared to
They're
take
ready.
an onside kick.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this finish. And our boys have. I know all teams work hard, but I swear to you, our boys have worked so hard in the weight room all spring and summer. They have balled in to Coach Ed and all the coaches. I want to see this payoff. They have earned it, but we got to finish it.
They absolutely do.
Finish. There's just no fooling around at this point. You still got a lot of time. Look how fast they scored. Didn't take long at all.
Not even over 2 minutes.
So we got to handle, if it's an onside kick, we got to handle it. And then our offense has got to get a couple first down and put the game away.
Special teams coach Justin Huggy was definitely talking to his team, saying, hey, the onside is coming. Like we've been saying,
Right.
It's going to come. So be ready for it, and do not be fooled. Just fall on it. Don't try to be a hero.
Nothing. Just fall
just
over
do
and
your
capture it.
job.
And everybody jump on the guy that got it and hold him. I mean, this is cover up the ball.
And he's lining up there.
He's definitely going to go for it. All right, boys. Special teams, help us out one more
Marinelli.
time.
And that's falling, and he's got some space.
Go, baby, go, baby.
He's going to take it to the house.
No, he did
Oh,
not.
my
No, he did
goodness.
not. No, he did not.
Number 9, Josh Newman, takes it to the house.
No,
You
he
have
did
got
not.
to be kidding me.
No, he did.
I have never seen that in
I
my
have not
life.
either. But it clearly is something they talked about.
My
They talked about it. They got a
goodness.
clear hop, a clean hop, go.
34-15, and I'm seeing now that's twice today that I've seen that touchdown in the most uncommon way ever.
I think this would be a whole year's worth of highlights of unusual plays, right?
My
but that
goodness.
one, the beauty on that one, it wasn't so freaky accidental.
He just took off with
we
it.
were really coached. I mean, our guys were coached to, you get a pop fly, meaning in your hands, it's right in front of you, He just took it in stride.
And they left a huge gap
They
for
did.
him. He's a receiver. He's
That's
got
probably the
speed.
easiest touchdown he'll ever score.
Mike, oh my goodness.
That away. By the way, our folks at home, that's what's called putting the game away. Don't you
said
think?
it. My goodness.
We just put that one away right there. You can sit back, pop in another pizza in the oven, and off we go.
And it's blocked.
Catch it, get him. Oh, he called it. Go down, don't hurt yourself, That's the quarterback. Easy,
Davis
Davis.
Pinkston. All right, get up. Don't do anything foolish.
Right.
As he's getting up, it's a little chippy now.
Yeah, sure. The frustration level's got to be through the moon, and then our guys are emotionally so high as a kite, happy. So
My
those two
goodness.
tend to collide, those two feelings, and these are all young men still, and competitors on both sides of the ball. So hopefully we kind of quietly let this thing finish out.
I mean, you have to wonder, in all the years that Coach Mulitalo has been in the game of football, both
Right.
as a player and as a coach, do you think he's ever had those two plays like we've seen today where you fumble to the end, you have a tipped pass,
We got to
caught,
ask him when we
fumbled,
get our chance.
and then the onside kick return for a touchdown?
I've never seen an onside kick ever return for a touchdown
No.
that I recall, ever.
I mean,
We have got to do some homework on that one. They were stunned because they left a huge hole.
yeah, they were just simply
They were
going for the ball.
right.
They weren't thinking about returning.
And it's such a crapshoot anyway when you kick a ball on the side, right? I mean, they practice it, but you still look at the shape of the stinking ball. You don't know where it's going to go once it hits the ground the second
Exactly.
time. And it happened to be the best little pop up, and our guys, he can hit it full stride almost right at his numbers, cradled it in. He's a receiver, for God's sake, good hands, and he gone.
Goodness. So 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. The Knights are up 34-15 over Montclair State.
But that's
Now
how
remember-
you do it.
Remember, these two teams were in the same conference a year ago. The Knights finished last season at the 3-7 record. Montclair State finished at 8-2. And SVU fell to Montclair State 24-3, now scoring 31 more points in this game than they did all of last year's game.
Good tackle. Just good play. Our boys need to get off the field. Nope, get off the
Tackle
field.
was made by number 42.
Good job, everybody. Way to keep your composure. Great tackle.
And so the Red Hawks will set up shop at the 32-yard line here.
Man, we sure kept them on their side of the field, killing kickoffs and such. I mean, that's where our special teams, not huge kicks, but our coverage has been excellent.
Absolutely. And you see a lot of newer substitutions. Sophomore Matthias Palmer coming in for the Knights, as well as number 99, Joseph Whitmore.
Glad to see Joseph in there again. This is a good opportunity for him to get some good licks in and get back to
Absolutely.
playing shape and playing condition.
And of course, getting some of the younger guys some playing time. The young guys have been playing so well today, so
Right.
why not?
Yeah, well, yeah. They need to know what it's like, game speed, and get out there and take some good hits. But they need to play well, too, right? You don't fall over.
Birch back to pass. A good pass there. That's the number 4 for the Red Hawks. That is Mike Monza-Lewis. Mike Monza-Lewis.
Yeah, they're going to have to work, right. They're going to have to work the sidelines the whole way.
Isaac MacArthur.
Just for the clock management purposes, they got to work the sideline. My opinion, that's where you don't get greedy, keep him in front of you. But if he floats one, pick 6, baby. You know what I mean? This is when it happens.
Right.
Along the sideline, just 2 of you. If he floats a pass, interception for a return touchdown.
2nd and 3 for the Red Hawks on their own 38-yard line. Draws back to pass. A wide open receiver.
Tackle him right there. There you go. Keep him on the field.
Good open field tackle there. And again, that was to Mike Monza-Lewis.
Tackles made by number 32.
They stop the clock to move the
Jacob
chains, but then they'll
Toloa.
start that clock right back up.
And Jacob Toloa in on that open field tackle there as a first down for the Red Hawks. But at this point, you just don't want to give up any massive plays.
Right.
The Knights struggling to get
Solid
rotations
defense.
in.
Solid defense. They're going deep. Nope. Nice tackle, Leica. Look at that. That's defense.
It looks like
there,
it's
baby.
12 men on the field for the Knights. They weren't able to get our defender off the field in time.
Gotcha.
Tackles made by number 4, Leka Apodeka. Flag on the play.
All right. Well, that's on the coaches. They got to be planning for
And
this
also the
quick.
Red Hawks were going really fast
Well,
offense.
but you got to know they're going to.
Absolutely.
This is hurry up offense on the sidelines. That's what this is. Or a big play over the top here if they try that in a second.
So that'll give the Red Hawks some extra yards here.
We're okay. We're okay with 5 yards. We're all right. They put time back on the clock. That's what I don't want to see. So let's get our personnel straight. Let's not get too cutesy with the subs, right? If we got a guy that's totally gassed, throw somebody out there on the quick when the ball's when it's on the side. But right now, let's not. We got to get them off and on quick because they are going to be lining up and snapping immediately. Come on, boys. Good clean. The umpire's still sitting out there with, I guess they're waiting to see what they want to do, but they want to accept the penalty or not. Because he's still sitting there with a flag at his feet, talking to the opposing coaches.
Yeah, talking to head
Remember,
coach.
they threw a pass, right? I don't know if they got, it was about 6 or 7. They might have got a couple more yards, I'm not sure. I tell you what, now this is advantage, that's why you don't have a penalty. This is advantage to them. They can be calling 3 or 4 plays.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This is a huge timeout they didn't have to use, right? Little things matter.
And it saves that one timeout that they do have.
And it matters too, not just in this game. We're talking about later. It might be only a 1-point lead 4 games from now.
Absolutely. So the Red Hawks have a 1st and 5 at the Knights' 44-yard line. Birch drops back to pass. He's got a little bit of pressure coming.
Pressure. Nice.
Wide open receiver across the middle, not able to bring it in. That was number 8, being Ralph McLean, the senior from Neptune, New Jersey. We've called his name a couple times today. He's had some great plays.
Dallin, Skyler,
kept
Kevin Benjamin, who's 50. He's a newbie for us. 50 out there on our defensive line. They really did the trick there.
Number 50 is Matthias Palmer.
Way to go, Matthias.
From Cohen, West Virginia.
Yeah, he did. He stayed home. We got 4 rushers, and our defensive backs obviously kept him smothered.
Birch rolls out to his right side. He's got completion, and he's going to go out of bounds to stop the clock with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left.
This is good.
Forced out of bounds.
Even though they're getting the clock stopped some,
Isaac
the clock's
McArthur.
still running at other times, and we're eating up because we started with 3:50. So
And that's Mike Monzo Lewis again. So the Red Hawks really targeting him on this drive.
Yeah, don't be trying to come off the field, Kevin. Let's go. Mr. Benjamin, stay right there. Oh, come on. Let's get this thing going. Start that clock. Yeah, they weren't supposed to, it was an incomplete pass. They weren't supposed to stop the clock. So their coaches were right at that time.
All right, Birch in the backfield.
Come on, D. Let's go. Finish strong.
Pass looks to the left
They're
sideline.
coming hard.
He's got a wide open receiver down the sideline into the end zone, touchdown.
Wide open.
That was number 89, Mike Chuganov, the freshman wide receiver from Stillman, New Jersey.
So for whatever reason, our defensive back on that side bit in. He just bit in hard, and he just blew right by him.
And no one else was in sight. So Birch.
And he had to wait for the pass to get there. It was so long.
Well, Birch knew. It's like, it's wide open. Just don't overthrow him.
Right. Good pass. Good job. I tell you what, in the end, that a little extra touchdown cushion from the onside kick could mean a whole lot on this game.
It absolutely could. As we're just under 2 minutes left to play, as the Red Hawks are going for the 2-point conversion here.
Someone got him. Get pressure. Pressure. No way, no how.
Way out of bounds.
There you go.
As William Smart, number 95, got in on the pressure. We have a down Red Hawk on the field.
The 2-point conversion is no good.
That was Matt Schnoll on the floor, but he's gotten up to make his way to the sidelines.
Nice. Glad there's no problem there.
And so
well defended. Great job,
team. You can
team.
expect another onside kick, but you can expect that gap that they left to be a little bit more closed next time.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what. I mean, they're going to have to try again.
And to find a way to get the ball back.
And what I'm hoping is most of our guys know, okay, that wasn't a normal play. If you get a chance, don't be trying to
just fall down.
Fall down on it if we can. Again,
if you just fall down on it and you just run a couple
great
times.
Receiver, great idea, field wide open. Again, not all, the ball generally doesn't come served up on a silver platter like that. But it did that time. Absolutely took advantage of it, and it's going to be one of our highlights for this season and probably for the history of SVU. But let's just play smart, get the ball in our possession, and let's eat up a minute and 51 seconds.
Knights up by 13 here with a minute 51 left to play.
But we do need to get this ball. This is one of those critical plays. We do need to get this ball. Anything can happen if they get the ball right here.
So the Knights hands team's on the field.
Number 9's hoping that.
Come my way again.
Come on, baby. Come on, John.
And it's up again. And the Knights falling on it.
Good catch. Call him out. Who is that? 40?
That was
44.
44.
Beautiful.
That being Connor Christopherson, the sophomore from Park City, Utah.
Well done, Connor. That's not easy. That was a good onside kick. It had some juice on it, stayed low, kind of. You could have bounced any way it could, and he looked it in like a good shortstop on that one.
And so now with a minute 49 left to play, the Red Hawks only have one timeout. And so you can expect the Knights to run a run play, for the Redhawks to call timeout, and then the Knights to have a couple of good plays line up in there to finish off this game.
It's really a matter of us just holding on to the ball now.
Absolutely.
You're not making any insane
You can expect
mistakes.
the Redhawks to try to strip it out there any chance
Oh,
they
yeah.
can.
Yeah, no, they're going to have hands in there. They're going to be ripping. I mean, that's all. They'll try to stand the guy up. They don't want to tackle him. They want to stand them up and then rip.
Davis Pinkston in the backfield. Hands it off to Cade Nelson.
Yeah, good job.
Who gets about a 4-yard carry. Gets a nice push there at the
He's a
end.
bruiser. I mean, he really is. He's low to the ground, strong.
Cade Nelson up the gut, gain of 5 on the play.
The Redhawks neglected to take a timeout right now.
Yeah, I tell you, we just keep working. Let's earn it. Let's earn it with another first down. Let's make this thing happen.
Second
It's great
and
having
6.
Cade there. It's great. I'm sure. I mean, Ethan did a pretty good job for us last year. He had some injuries. But Akiva's got to love the lighter load.
Absolutely.
A little bit lighter load. Lighter load coming from our good receivers and good quarterback today, too, right?
Absolutely.
It's a long season. Beautiful play. That was a great blocking on our line.
Cade Nelson has 24 yards on the day.
Yeah,
and as
here
he
he
gets
goes
the other
again.
handoff, he's
And
going to
that's
lose
fine.
some
That's
yardage
good.
there.
That's okay. Hold on to the ball.
And they're still fighting it.
They've been blowing the whistle. It's hard to let go of them when you got them. That's all right. We're good.
Getting a little chippy out there as it's now under a minute, and
Yeah,
it looks
they
like
called
the
a
Redhawks
timeout
will
that
finally
time.
call
They
it.
had to.
So with 58 seconds left to play,
Montclair State. The last time out.
and the Knights, again, 3rd down and 7, but you're up by 13, under a minute left to play. You have to finish out, but you got to admit, the Knights basically have this game
Absolutely.
under control.
We just want to be a couple things. We want to be calm, cool, and collected. Hold on to the ball. You cannot turn it over and let them pick it up and run for touch. I mean, these are doomsday scenarios, but they can happen.
Absolutely.
So you want to hold on the ball, get on the ground, let the clock run out, and basically what down is a 3rd down. Yeah, we got this game locked up as long as we hold on to the ball because we get to snap it a second time. They can't stop the clock, correct?
Right.
If they're out of timeouts like we think they are, they can't stop the clock on the 4th down.
And so the Knights
So
still have
it's
2
just
timeouts, but the Knights will not call any timeouts.
It's victory
here.
formation right here is what it
Absolutely.
should be. Now
And so far in this game,
it's
Davis
interesting we're
Pinkston.
snapping, but we're not. Yeah, they're
Hands
gonna
off the-
hold on to the ball. There you go.
This is number 24 for the Knights that he handed off
Good
to.
job.
That's McKendrick Johnson. And now that's being 4th down. Last minute of the
That's
game
it.
winding down.
That's going to be the ball game because they're going to get the snappers on the 4th down. They can't do anything about it.
McKendrick Johnson.
So Davis
with the
Pinkston has finished this game with 184 yards,
Wow.
3 touchdowns.
Wow.
Akiva Wedge
Wow.
with 21
Wow.
attempts and 65 yards and a touchdown. And no turnovers for either of them.
Nah. We didn't turn the ball over at all today, did we?
No, the Knights had a very clean game
Oh
here
my
today.
gosh, that's probably again, we have exceeded so far beyond expectations of our opening game. I hope you fans can appreciate it. I know your families are at home, your boys. I know we have kids from all over the country, a ton from Utah, Idaho, everywhere. We got California, Arizona, Samoa. And we hope all you family members that aren't with us here today are standing up in your houses, giving them a standing ovation right now. And what we want to do is finish out with class. We got this game won. Make sure you can. There we
my
go.
goodness.
I don't blame the coaches. Our fans need to be going crazy.
Special teams coach Justin Huggy looked
Yeah.
over at the SVU crowd and said,
What
"Are you
the-
not
yeah,
entertained?"
What do we have to do? What do
Quoting
we
the
have to
Gladiator
do?
movie.
So we want to finish
Oh,
with
my
class,
goodness.
congratulate Montclair State, and celebrate over on our own side privately and excitedly. And families, be proud. I hope you can reach out to all your boys today. Give them big attaboy, even though if not here. Huge high five, huge fist bump, huge hug, because they flat out have done it right today.
They really have. And the Knights, they had a delay of game called there just because they're trying to eat out the clock.
That's the victory formation. Tap the knee, game over. Now we got to get our boys out of there, line them up for, congratulatory line. And
Well, there's still 10.8 seconds left to play, and so the Redhawks will have a
well,
snap or two.
they'll turn that. That's not right.
Well, they had turnover on down, so it stops the clock.
Oh, okay, you're right.
And so the Knights will have to play
I see,
quick plays on
gotcha.
defense.
Right. I thought it would run out, but they've got, because of turnover on downs, gotcha. All right, we got one play. Again, everybody be safe, be careful, no injuries, and show class here.
So they're sending all the defensive backs
Sure.
completely backward to their own 20-yard line.
Just keep everything in front of you. But again, you want to finish strong, act like you've been there, but we do have to tackle them. Laker got a good lick on them. Get them out of bounds, game over.
There's still 3.7
Well, we got 3.7.
seconds
All
left.
right, I'm going to have this game over in a minute. I know the game's over in my mind. I'm sorry. That's he got out of bounds. Good play on that receiver's part. I'm so excited. I know it doesn't sound, I'm usually going crazy like even when we're losing, but right now I think I'm a little stunned. Are you a little, a little taken aback? I believed in the boys, but wow.
So Birch is going to throw down the field. That's the last second on the flick.
No hard, no foul, no foul.
And that's going to be the game.
Get off, line up. Way to go, boys, way to go.
And so the Knights defeat their former conference opponent, Montclair State, 34-21. That's all aspects of the field. They won in the special teams game. Their offense really picked it up. Defense really picked it up and had a couple lucky plays there along the way.
Sure, but that second half we absolutely dominated.
Absolutely.
In all three phases, we dominated this game the second half. First half, we had a little fortuitous plays, bounces, kind of crazy plays, but we played well.
Absolutely.
But 1 point lead, we were happy to go in there. But this half, complete domination. And I tell you what, I know some of these coaches well. They're gonna sleep well tonight.
Oh,
they were tired. I
will.
saw a couple of them late last night. They have worked hard. They were nervous, excited, everything for today. So remember our coaches too. But I'm so proud of them. Thrilled for these players. Everybody's going to eat well. As I said before, food tastes better, dessert tastes better, sleep is better.
Everything's better.
Everything's better till Monday morning when Coach Ed will say, okay, our 36 hours is up for celebrating, and here we go. It's time to run, time to get back to work. And they got 2 weeks to work to get at it, and we'll be prepared for our opening game in ODAC, and I can't wait.
And 2 weeks to get completely healthy, because remember we mentioned at the beginning of the game that Neil Davis and Albert Green,
That's
two
scary,
stud
isn't it?
D-backs for SVU, were not able to play today. So the fact that defense was able to perform so well despite the major injuries to the defense just speaks wonders to the potential this season for the Knights.
I'm even more excited to think about adding, because one thing we have lacked terribly, and we're building it, is depth. Like I said, every time, all our ones today, the starters, if you look at a lot of seniors, got some juniors, 1 or 2 freshmen mixed in, a couple sophomores. But when you go to the next player down on the list, the next man up, it's almost to the man a freshman. All but one of 22 players, offensive defense, goes to a freshman. And then our freshmen flat out delivered today.
It really did. You had 2 freshmen cause turnovers and another sophomore cause another turnover for the Redhawks in the second half alone. And so the young guys came to play. And that instills a lot of confidence in the coaches, knowing that they recruited some great talent for the future, and now their team's in good hands.
The trust has got to have just jumped off the map, because you don't know until you get out there and play that game. And they delivered. I'm almost in tears for them. I'm so excited. They're good boys. Most of them are great guys. They're celebrating now with a sword, but man, I can't wait to get down there, fist bump them, high five them, hug them myself, and hug a few coaches. What a great way to start. Go Knights. Incredible season start.
Absolutely. It's a great way to start the season. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning in on the Knights Sports Network. We also want to thank our sponsor, Subway, the local Subway restaurant in Buena Vista as well. On behalf of myself, Dawson Woodrick, and James Epps, again, thanks so much for tuning in, and go Knights.
Go Knights! Right? It's our new AD. Oh my goodness. Well, we suffered a lot of times last year, so that was like Christmas. I'm trying to hang on so I can make it today. Dawson's going to deliver for me. So hopefully it wasn't too
Knights fans, we'd like to remind you that we have a women's soccer game beginning in 1 hour.